Okay, so with some interesting music we have in there, the Car Chase 2017 from the Syrinscape, giving it a nice little upbeat music. No cars were chased so far tonight. So we are up to session number 36, still in season 1 of our Shadowrun 2050 storyline. They are 26 sessions into their 4 Shadowruns of 2050. Yeah.
Sorry, can you give me session and day? I was typing notes into the...
Session 36.
Session 36.
Of Shadowrun 2050.
Of 2050. And did you have like a...
The in-game date is the 7th of the 6th month, 2050.
That's what I was... usually give one of those.
And the game will be starting in a marina in the rain. Of course, it's always raining. In Seattle, after all. And to give a recap of how they got to the point that Womp is standing in front of a guy he recognizes as one of the people responsible for kidnapping his sister and mailing him body parts.
Oof! That's Womp's?
That is Womp's, yes.
Yeah.
Because Womp had failed to actually respond to them in time, so they started sending him reminders.
What body parts have we received so far?
Well, finger, but he hasn't checked his mail recently.
Oh. Hoping it's just digits. Hopefully toes. Well, not all toes. That could be...
Well, that's because they're sending it to the wrong address.
Well, you never quite told them where you lived. So, with that in mind, we'll have Ross introduce his character, and then we'll do a recap of how you got to where you are.
Yeah, just make sure you have that, that music that they always put it on and saying, "This is how I got into this mess." Yes, I play Womp, a healer, charmer, devotee of Eki Thump. Basically, I dress in period of late 19th, early 20th century. Has no idea how to use computers and that. Basically breaks his phone every time he tries to use it.
Intellectually challenged troll.
I'm not intellectually challenged, I am just slow until the magic speeds up my processing power.
Well, you could be a lot worse. You are also very pig-headed and very strong.
Yes.
So nothing particularly wrong with that, especially as a mage. It means you're less likely to give in to temptation.
Yeah, before I was a troll, I was incredibly smart. Unfortunately, that degraded.
Which then brings us to Jeremy.
Good evening, all. Yes, I'm playing Desmond Deadshot, the street elf, grew up in the urban slums of Seattle, and fought his way up through that sort of upbringing, he overcame it to start to develop a bit of a name for himself as a motorcycle enthusiast and one who dreams of joining the Ancient one day.
So, I'm not sure if you've checked out your specializations anytime recently, but you're down as an entrepreneur, an emerald knight, a mechanic, and a scoundrel.
An emerald knight?
I
And
haven't been there all
scoundrel.
night yet, but
I just thought I'd point that out just as the game was starting, just to throw that in there, and you'll end up with some details on that. Hopefully soon when I finally catch up on the character background things.
that's okay. That could be the fact that these dreams of joining the ancients have possibly been sidetracked or fast-tracked, one of the two. It's not entirely certain yet, when having discovered that apparently he had or did have family who left him a bequest that he still kind of worked out, and in the form of a high technology, magic powered something around a suit, bike, weapon, all kinds of things.
And while it says species troll up there, I'll try to fix that in the background while we're talking.
Is that Desran's species?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised Desran hasn't shot you yet.
It's because I'm still in flux getting everything updated.
Yeah, that's the game just easy.
But yeah, he recently got back to Seattle again, and we got involved with or back into a run we had been going to. He'd been quite surprised to find out that Womp had a personal connection to the run that hadn't ever been described before, and that he'd been letting ignored apparently for some time.
I wasn't ignoring it, I just forgot.
Yeah, I was going to say perhaps it's an ADHD thing.
Well, he does have a bad short-term, long-term memory.
Hmm.
Hopefully he doesn't forget how to cast spells mid-spell.
As someone who's only just rediscovered that he might have family, Desmond finds it hard to understand how one could forget them.
Yeah, I absolutely understand.
There you go, I've actually managed to fix species properly for you, so if you look at it now, it says elf instead of troll.
Marvelous. He had the what's the word for the presence, demeanour, or he put on the atmosphere of a troll, so that's perfectly understandable.
Though he
There's a
doesn't,
lot of us who would be scared when he was in the vicinity.
he doesn't quite have the strength of will to get through things with the willpower of one.
That's right.
But hey, he does have the ability to shoot through most things.
Sorry, going full 0G.
Which then brings us to Ariadna.
Also known as Shadow Star or Shadow. I am an elf. I like to think of myself as tall, blue-haired, blue-eyed with purple irises, with my very cool, not quite matrix but long ankle-length jacket. And now, apparently, successful air elementist and arcanist and awakened elf. And I believe I'm about to come into combat, so hopefully I can put some of those skills to use.
Hopefully. As we'll do the recap of what has happened. So, many game sessions ago, the party took on 4 jobs.
Yep.
One of the jobs that you took on was to break into a place to steal data on genetics and hand it over to this guy who was paying you the most for any of the runs you were going for.
Is that the angel one? No? Oh,
No, it's what we're on right now.
So what you're in right now.
okay, alright, yep.
And around the same time you were finding out about this, Womp had been approached by another group of people saying they know he's doing this run, so if he wants to see his sister alive, he better give them the data and not actually hand it over to the person who's asking for it. Then cut a few months down the track, because it's taken Womp that amount of time to be reminded that he was supposed to be doing this and his sister had been held captive for the entire time, but Figure shows up. And that's when Womp tells the others that Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this run to save my family.
Yeah, and then we found out how bad this group is.
Well, they're taking off digits at least.
Well, the people behind the kidnapping are a hate group that do terrorist acts all over the world, and no one's been able to pin down who their leaders are. They're called Alamos 20,000.
Can you spell that for me?
ALAMOS 20K.
20K. And they're a hate group.
They are a hate group. They're worse than the Human Poly Club.
I don't know what that is.
The Human Poly Club is a local hate group that organises rallies to say down with anyone not human.
Okay. And so what does this group hate?
Anyone not human.
Okay, but they're just worse than the
Yes,
other hate groups.
they're effectively even more right-wing than the Humanist Poly
So
Club.
instead of protesting, they will send mail bombs, shoot people randomly, or do any other form of mass attack. And so what they've asked WOMP to deliver is a airborne an airborne virus that corrupts people.
Which we might have seen some evidence of when we went and collected it.
And they did have a whole lot of issues when they were collecting it because they just couldn't keep down the bodies that they were attacking. No matter where they put holes in them, the bodies kept moving.
So like a zombie type virus?
Well, they think it's a zombie-like virus, but they're not even sure if the people could be considered human anymore. They may have been a completely different organism that was feeding on the human body.
Damn, it's hard writing all these notes.
And so after collecting all this, they and all the data and the copy of this virus, they blew up the lab where the virus was being made, and were heading down to the docks to deliver it to their Johnson who had hired them.
Johnson who had hired them. Who's them?
The party.
Our party.
As in, like, we were getting down to the dock to finish the job. So
To the
get our
data that
money.
we stole.
The data and virus that you stole.
So we stole a data and virus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't mean to.
And Johnson is the person who hired Shadowrunners.
Yeah, I know.
And
what
we
it
also
is.
destroyed the lab to cover what was taken.
I just want to make sure I get this straight. So you said we did a run at the start to steal data, and then WOMP received the threat saying that unless
No,
you
they-
gave
they-
that
they-
data.
They didn't do a run, they received the job.
Oh, okay, a job. But they hadn't actually done the job.
No, they've just done the job last session.
Okay, alright. That's
So-
why I wanted to get it straight.
Yep. So having just completed the run that they had arranged many sessions ago, they made it down to the docks. And as they were getting on the ship that they were told to meet their contact on, WOMP realizes that it was the contact who had spoken to him about taking his sister.
Okay, so we haven't handed it over just yet, and WOMP's just realised that.
And with a bit of a flashback before then, on the way to the dock, you lose Flogger, who's too busy walking into a warehouse because it had doors.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And Bolt saw something shining and ran down the other way.
Okay.
Before anyone can say, no, don't go that way.
But that's okay, because we were going to Peter Johnson and McFacer. Bolt and Flogger aren't necessarily the ideal people to meet Johnson.
So Flogger has finally found out about the roller door that basically now folded.
Okay, yeah.
Well, he hasn't necessarily folded, he just walks into a factory and he can hear the sound of things breaking and alarms going off. So if you were trying to be subtle, he set off alarms, and you probably hear gunfire as well. But by the time you realise you're hearing gunfire, you're at the boat, and you don't really want to have your boat take off without the run. Otherwise, you don't get paid, and someone puts a bounty out on you for the amount that you're going to get paid.
Yep.
A 60k bounty on your heads is not an easy one to live down. So, back to Womp. Womp, you're in the ring, and you realise that the person you're about to hand the case to is your contact.
Does anybody else recognise anything suspicious about the person as we approach?
He's not the right guy.
Oh, like, am I there yet, or are you going to bring me in?
I was going to bring you in.
Okay, I'll wait until you bring me in.
He's the Johnson for the terrorists.
Okay, so A will do initiative at that point as you call that out, because the guy is right in front of you as you say that.
So what
Yeah, the thing is, I ain't going to be subtle with this guy because I can't be subtle as such because I'm really thinking of killing him.
my brain is what?
Because I know even if I did give him the stuff, they're still going to kill my sister.
What was that?
I missed what Ross said. Processing too slow.
He said he wasn't going to be subtle because he was a killer.
Yeah, no, but what did he say? Did he yell out something?
He basically said this is not the contact.
Ah, okay.
He said, it's not the contact, it's the terrorist got my sister.
Ah, okay. Right, alright. Cool. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today.
Okay, so that makes it a vigilance check for each of you.
Including me or not me yet?
I'll give it to you because you'll show up at the point of your vigilance.
So vigilance is willpower. My willpower is 1. I really need to work on
Which for you is 1 green dice.
Damn, how do I make that better?
Get skill in it.
Wow, how do I do that? Is that XP?
Very hard.
But you did end up with 2 successes on your 1 dice.
How do I do that? Oh, there's a 2 thingy. Nice. Well, I guess that's the best outcome I could get with 1 dice. So that was a vigilance check.
Okay, so Jeremy, how much do you have for yours?
I get 1 green dice, and I will suffer 1 strain to gain 1 success.
You sure it's only 1 green?
Right? Yeah, vigilance is based on my willpower.
Yeah, it does punish the people who have low willpower.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, how do I work on my willpower? Surely there's a way.
So in like Star Wars, when you complete specializations, you can choose to increase either the thing you're good at or the thing you're terrible at.
Yeah, I'd like to work on that.
So you do 1, you take 2 strain, and what happens, Jeremy?
So now I get 1 green die, but then I take 1 strain and I get 1 success.
Okay, so you also ended up with 2 successes.
Cool.
So is that something I can do as well?
It's a special ability he got.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's one of my talents.
What's the talent out of curiosity?
Rapid reaction.
Yep.
Just making notes for if I'm upskilling. Or rapid.
The talents, the talents you've got, what you can get, are purely based upon your specialisation.
Yeah,
So,
well, if I write it down and put a question mark next to it, when I'm talking to Martin about my specialisations, I'll ask him, do I have that talent tree? Can I start that talent tree? That kind of thing.
okay. Be aware though that strain is a somewhat particularly specialist commodity for a magic user.
Yeah, I've got.
You don't necessarily want to burn it on initiative type stuff.
Yeah.
Particularly this, where even if you get really bad initiative, if you've got someone in the party with a good initiative, you can still go first.
Yeah.
It's based upon a party positions,
Yeah.
not individuals.
Yeah. I
Okay,
understand
so
that.
Ross, what was yours?
Mine's 4 green, but I'm trying to work out. I did have rapid reaction, but since you've now gone to medical, I'm not a doctor. I'm not sure I've got that anymore.
Well,
So I'll just before.
Anyway.
No, I'll go for the dice. I feel lucky.
Famous last words.
Well, yeah, I don't think you have it at the moment, so we shall see how we go. It's okay, so Ross ended up with 5 successes and 2 advantages.
Yeah.
Sorry, Martin, one quick question, because you're looking at my character sheet from last session. If the walk through the sewers take long enough to recover the 2 strain that I've taken during the events in the laboratory?
So I'll add 2 more strain to you.
Okay, after that.
Because you recover strain at the end of a scene when you roll cool. So you can either roll cool or vigilance, I believe, are the 2 things you can roll.
Well, I'd definitely go for cool if I was rolling for it.
So what would your cool be?
1 yellow and 2 green.
Okay, so 4 advantages but no successes, so you did not recover your strain. Ross, do you remember how much strain you had used?
I thought I got starting to get most of it back. I thought it was discipline, not vigilance.
Okay, I'll have a quick look. Because sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where you are.
But I'm perfectly happy that we've been effectively run from the laboratory through the sewers to get here. So I'm happy that we haven't really stopped long enough to back anyway. So.
Well, the normal thing at the end of a scene, you actually get to do it.
Okay.
Which is base rules on it.
And I gather in this circumstance, you're considering the end of one game and the start of the other one, the end of the scene.
No, they left the facility, and between the facility and the marina would have been the end of the
That's
scene.
the end of the scene, so that's why they get to roll, cool, etc. Okay, that's good to understand.
I'm just looking up there, trying to look at healing. Sorry, it's just
It's okay.
recovering him, page 116. I was looking at the wrong page number. It was telling me how to deliver stuff and not how to heal it. So discipline and cool check, not vigilance.
Yeah, cool.
So Ross, what was your discipline?
My discipline is 1 yellow, 3 green.
What's discipline? I don't have that here.
It is one of the skills.
Oh, okay.
So you got 4 advantages as well on that one, which does not reduce strain. So you start off with 7 strain already from all the stuff you've done previous session.
So if I
Got 7 strain left, or used up 7 strain?
You've used up 7 strain.
Great.
So if I can't see it on my skills attributes or under brawn, ability, intellect, cunning, willpower,
Have a quick look on your thing.
Yep. I was just curious about where I should be looking for it.
It's under general skills,
Okay.
and you have 1 dice in it.
I've got skullduggery, stealth, and streetwise, but not discipline, so I'll put discipline under general.
And cool's also under general.
Oh, okay. And do you happen to know what my numbers for those are?
You have 2 dice for cool.
Discipline.
It's not rank 2, it's just 2 green, whereas your discipline is 1 green.
1 rank.
No ranks in either.
Sorry, 1.
1 green dice
One
is your attribute.
dice. And cool was 2
2
dice.
dice, yes. Okay, so
Okay. Awesome.
That was a nice roll.
it was.
It's for the bad guy, though.
Okay, so one calls this out. Now, who wishes to go first as people start to draw guns?
I would probably nominate Desrin personally, but if Womp wants to go first, that's up to him.
Desmond's the one who's got the stuff because
Yeah.
Our Netrunner guy's already left because he wasn't really needed for the drop, and I wasn't going to carry the thing.
Yeah, well that gives Desmond the option of running.
Yeah, so I reckon Deadeye Desmond should be going first.
Deadshot?
He will.
Great.
Sorry, I meant to remind you to put those on.
So does he draw? He's got quick draw, doesn't he?
He'll do quick draw.
He's got
Which means he can draw his weapons as an incidental, which means it doesn't take an action.
Yep.
Which means he still has maneuver, 2 maneuvers available and 1 action.
If he's two maneuvers using one guy, he gets one maneuver for it.
That is correct.
Now, just confirming that I'm not misremembering it from the discussions that Womp had with the party where he revealed that this is going to be.
You do know it is almost 20k. You were told that by SoCal.
That's right. Which obviously is bad enough from Deckard's perspective as an elf. But Womp has certainly given the impression that they were not necessarily likely to fulfill their end of the deal, even if he did. And he was not looking forward to interact with them either.
He was not. I'm just going to answer.
Cool. Yep.
It's just a quick question. Is
Quick draw
maneuver
and
the same
shoot.
as movement?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Is maneuver the same as movement?
Yes. You use a maneuver for movement.
Yeah.
And so if you're at close range to someone and you want to hit them, you have to spend a maneuver to get into engage range. Because if you want to disengage from someone, you've got to spend a maneuver to get away from them, which doesn't actually allow you to move anywhere except out of melee range.
Yeah. So when Desmond has 2 maneuvers and 1 action, he can move twice and he can shoot once.
But if he spends a second maneuver, he has to spend 2 strain,
Okay.
or hope that he rolls up 2 advantages, which allow him to then get a free maneuver without taking strain.
Okay, alright.
But yeah, I'm assuming that we're effectively at short range at the moment.
You're all at close range because, well, the 2 of you are at close range because you're on the boarding ramp and you came up with one.
Okay. Does close range have any impact on firearm shooting?
It does not. Once
It's not a case of
if the person
you're
wants
not
to
too
move,
close to do melee, yeah.
so you're not handing a case to him. And I'm going to say that one called out before you got next to the guy. And I didn't require one to make a knowledge intellect roll to remember.
Cool. The image case there. Quick draw, shoot.
Did you wish to aim then shoot?
Okay, go.
Did you wish to aim then shoot? Or because your thing is so good?
No, because the intent was Declan's assuming that this person standing in open on the gangway is certainly not the only Alamos 20,000 guy sitting around. So he's actually planning to quick draw, shoot, and then move to try and get some cover back off the gangway somewhere.
Okay.
So the shoot is, so we're using a pistol. Where am I?
So it is 1 yellow,
1 yellow, 4 green.
versus.
And a blue, because he also gets quick strike that acts as a boost when active against someone who has not been active.
If you've got access to point blank,
I haven't got it right now. I have done
Okay, fair enough.
to it. Yeah.
because this is where point blank is good.
So 1 yellow, 4 green, and a blue.
Ooh.
Okay, so then you've got a basic pistol.
Basic pistol, yeah.
I believe that was. I can't remember how much.
Damage 6.
Damage
Grip
6.
3.
So that means you're doing 8 damage. Does it have piercing?
Not the basic pistol, no.
Okay. So 6 of your damage gets through.
And he's still standing.
Yeah. And then Desmond will move back off the gangway, aiming to try and find some cover somewhere. Not that that's make much difference to him because he's got defense dice, but by the look of the thing, it's a case of getting some distance back away and avoiding being standing out in the open when we discover that there's half a dozen other guys all surrounding us in different directions.
Yep.
Okay, so
It is now their go.
Not mine.
No, because our initiative rolled up.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I forgot about initiative. Sorry. Just anxious to get in and help.
because your cow shows up when you declare your turn.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's all good.
Okay, so in one of the crates near where Desmond was hiding, someone kicks the front of the crate down and points a big shotgun in his direction. So it's a big heavy weapon. He's at close range to you. Do you have any defense?
I get one defense.
Do you have any bonuses that allow you to defend against ranged attacks beyond that?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, not being there.
I could do a barrier spell, but I'm not here just yet.
Okay, so looks like he managed to hit you with his double barrel shotgun
Ow.
that has a damage of 4 but has a pierce of 2. Does that get through?
That sounds bad.
Yeah, my stroke only 3, so...
So 3 with the Kevlar?
Yep.
You are a scrawny little elf.
Well, even if he increases his brawn, his soak does not go up. Just
So you remember that part.
I've only got 3 souls.
So he uses his 2 of his advantages to do a critical hit on you with his shotgun.
Okay.
So looks like that Desmond may be definitely calling for a medic soon, as his shotgun has a vicious 3 quality,
Oh.
making it a 96 on the thing, plus the amount of damage he did to you was, I think he did 3 damage, so that makes it 99 on the roll. One of the target's limbs is impaired until the critical injury is healed. Increase all difficulties of all checks that require use of that limb by 1.
And I will give Jeremy the choice of which limb has been crippled. Normally it's the GM chooses, but I'd rather the player choose.
You sound like you're being kind, but I don't know.
If he chooses an arm, it makes shooting a lot harder for him.
Yeah,
But he
it
can
gives
run
him the
away.
option of choosing.
If he chooses a leg, that means escaping on foot is a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's already been there.
Okay. There's the option to be a left arm.
But that also increases the difficulty of all this stuff because
It increases his agility attacks, yes.
and I can't do a slap patch and heal him at the same time.
Oh, particularly when he actually moves away from him.
He's still within range.
So he ended up doing
Oh,
three.
we base spell, yeah.
So he did 3 damage to you and did a crit of 3, so that was a hard crit. And then that brings us to party members go. So, who wants to go next, Ross or Harriet?
I have an idea for helping Desrin, but I don't know what Ross wants to do.
Do you wish to wait and see what Shadowstar does as she makes a miraculous entry, or do you want to go first thinking you can overcome it all?
Well, the thing is, I haven't seen her appear yet, so I'll be going.
Okay.
Yeah, pity I can't slap that bloody strain patch or whatever on and cast a spell, so I'm going to cast a spell and hopefully I don't faint. So I'm going to move up to Desrin and cast Heal Critical on him.
Okay, so do a maneuver and cast Heal Critical. So,
And since I do have my holy Ekithop symbol, but it's not my good one because I don't get my willpower back. It's a willpower if I cast it because I was expecting us to be burning all this stuff.
so what is your dice roll?
It is. So it's 3 yellow, 1 green.
Are you going to overcast?
Oh.
You don't have anything, you don't have augment up at the moment.
No, I don't have augment up.
You can choose to do so if you wish to.
Problem is, if I get a black, that starts giving me strain, doesn't it?
It can give you many things.
I just saw him take damage.
We've got at least 2 enemies there, make sure you get on
So that would be a difficulty of 3 purple versus 3 yellow and green.
So, Jeremy, how much strain have you lost due to augmentation?
Just one.
Just one?
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's cybered up, so I will have to use it.
So you do want to overcast?
Yeah, I'm going for balance.
How much you're overcasting? Because you're choosing to overcast, you get to choose how many white dice to roll.
I'll just go for 2 things.
Okay. Because it can give you good and bad stuff.
Sometimes I think you just like to see us do our
Oh, thank God.
Well, sometimes it's fantastic. So,
So, Jeremy, how much strain did you have?
I'm on 3 at the moment.
Yes, so this is basically what you wanted me to do.
okay, so you got 3 successes, 2
advantages, and 4 of the white points. Which when I look up what you can do with how you've chosen to cast.
Yeah, I could either use it to heal or to give him strain back.
Or can you give yourself strain back?
No, I don't have.
Well, you can actually make all 4 of those.
Because the strain you've taken previously can be healed by this.
That's what I was thinking.
So you-
Yeah, but I can only get like 1 strain back. So I was looking to the cast.
I was looking at it because you can get more than 1 strain from an encounter. You can gain back more than 1 strain, just not the strain from casting.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good.
So you can pour all 4 of those into advantages,
giving you 6 advantages.
to reduce your strain from 11 down to 5. Well, sorry, from 9 down to 6.
Yeah, I'll do that. So how much do I manage? So I heal his critical,
You heal the critical.
and he also gets +2 from my holy item, the holy symbol.
So he heals
4 damage, which heals him fully.
Yep. and I kill the critical, but unfortunately, since you already suffered the critical this round, you get bonuses to criticals, correct? Or does that reset it?
Because it's only for criticals he currently is suffering from.
Okay, so he's gone back to square one. So you don't want to get hit with the shotgun guy again.
You basically fixed his arm to the point where he no longer notices he's hurt.
Yeah. And I'm feeling a lot better. Good.
And you thought it was hard to cast magic on Starter Dice.
So that means you're on 3 strain now. I got them massively wrong. I made sure I fixed them up properly. But you and Desmond are on the same, and then how does Shadow Star show up? You'll be warned by SoCal that they're meeting in Johnson and they probably need another person.
If it's possible, I would like Car to hit guy with shotgun, and provide cover while I shoot at. Can I tell how many people are around? Like, do I when I'm driving up, can I see only the 2 people, shotgun guy and the other guy, or can I see that there's other people to shoot at, or that? Is that?
Okay, what is your character's perception?
Is that vigilance?
No, there's a skill called perception. You have 1 yellow and 1 green in it.
Where is my perception? I have to write that one down. I can't see that anywhere on my sheet. Is that under skills attributes?
It's under general skills.
So, perception, you said?
You got 1 rank in it, and because it's based on cunning, you've got 2 dice total, so it's 1 yellow, 1 green. Okay, so you see the guy on the dock with the shotgun.
Yep.
But your character's taking 2 strain to...
So I'm at my normal strain of 12.
But you're just
I'm
taking...
down 2.
You're down 2. As you come in with the car, looking like it's going to go into the harbour. Because the guy's right next to it and you've said round the guy.
Yep. Hopefully car doesn't go into harbour, but...
Okay, so with its 2 yellow dice it got nothing on it.
Pardon?
With its 2 yellow dice it got absolutely nothing on its yellow dice. One of the red dice got nothing on it.
Yeah.
The other red dice got cancelled out. And so it ended up with 1 success and 3 advantages.
Alright.
So while you come up to a stop next to the troll and elf, with the troll doing some mumbo jumbo with light and sound,
Yep.
your car runs into a crate and comes to a screeching stop with the wheels partly over the harbour.
Yep.
And what looks to be some random person with a shotgun flying into the water.
Okay. Alright, but the car's not in the harbour just yet?
It's not, it stopped before going in.
Alright, okay, alright. And do I have any room to shoot at anyone out the window?
You do?
I'll shoot at the next most obvious guy to shoot at. Unless is my attack, magic attack more powerful than my pistol? Or my shotgun?
It can be, but the magic attack will take strain from you.
I'll use my shotgun. It's a sawn-off. Would you let me have that?
Okay, so the shotgun is a heavy weapon.
Yep.
So you get 3 green.
Yep.
And the guy is at close range. So it's 1. And so you use your maneuver to get the car here.
Yep. Yep, that's fair. If it's possible, that'd be great. If it's not, just let me know.
Well, it is. Just that I wasn't giving you an aim as a maneuver unless you want to take 2 strain for it, which means you should have done the spell instead.
I'm already at 2 strain down, so I'll save my strain and use the shotgun.
Okay, so your shotgun hits the guy. Do you have how much damage your shotgun has?
I just got shotgun sawn off. That's all I've got written on my gear.
Okay.
I picked it up from a warehouse somewhere.
Okay, so you hit the guy solidly, and he's still standing.
I don't necessarily want to kill him because I want to find out where the sister is, but I certainly want to start, you know, I want to be more powerful than he is at some point, and if that means injuring him with a shotgun, that's what I'll do.
Okay, so the guy pulls out a gold-plated gun
Oh, yay.
and aims at the troll.
Shoot the magic user. That's always they do. Not the crazy elf with the pistol.
The one that got him.
Well, it looks like you're healing him, and most of them believe that you've got to keep healing magic ongoing to save. Unless he's really skilled with magic, they want to stop magic people first.
The aim to tribulate first.
I mean, he's just lucky that I haven't been able to buff myself up.
Okay, so he takes 2 strain to shoot at you with aiming twice.
And I've got a defensive 1. God bless Kevlar.
Okay, so... And he gets an automatic advantage based on his gun being superb quality.
Oh, prick. I bet you it's not a troll-sized gun either.
It is not.
It does look like a lovely pistol for Declan.
So will 8 damage get through your armor?
Just.
Okay, so he
3 goes through.
The damage of 3, making sure I keep track of it all so I don't overdo you.
So now I'm taking 3 points of damage, so drop me down to 16.
And he triggers a critical hit.
Yeah, little prick.
Lucky for you, the 9 was on the other one.
Yeah, I saw the 9 going, oh.
So that means he gets a critical hit of 12 on you. Which means you drop whatever's in your hand.
Okay, so if I drop my holy symbol, which is on a necklace, so it drops onto my neck? How does that work?
Basically, you're no longer gripping it and will require a maneuver to grab it again.
Oh, fair enough.
Normally, you would have required a maneuver to use your implement unless you're always carrying it in your hand.
That's where quick draw comes in handy.
Yeah.
But I gave it to you as a freebie because you do tend to run around hanging onto your cross. Or symbol as it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
so that brings us to a new round. Who wishes to go first this round?
I'm guessing Womp being critically wounded may need to heal himself.
He's not pretty good.
No. I'm going to do something silly.
Well, in that case, maybe Desrin should go first.
No. I'd like to do it before Desmond.
Okay.
What silly thing is one choosing to do today?
I'm going to buff the elf, then go into cover.
Okay, so you pull out your cleaning cloth. Okay, so are you using an
And which
implement?
elf are you buffing?
Are you using an implement to help? And which means it'll be a maneuver.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, then I still can't do it. Yeah, I'll have to, yeah. Well, yes, I'll have to do the maneuver to activate the holy symbol.
Okay, so you pick up the holy symbol.
With the hand that's sort of been a bit hurt by a shot.
Yeah.
What is your dice roll?
Okay, so I need to. I'm going to power him up. So I'm going to do a. So I've got, was it augments 2, correct? Or is it 1? No, it's 2. I'm going to do a greater on him. So it's going to be 4 purple.
Yep.
So I've got 3 yellow, 1 green, and I'm going to roll 3 white.
3 white.
And it looks like I just exploded. Oh, yeah. I do not like those amount of difficulties.
No, this is where we look at the.
I got an A success.
Well, this is where we look at the options. You can use your 4 white to counter out the 4 threat.
Yes, I'll do that. I just need to get a success to do it.
Well, whether you get a success or not, you can actually choose to spend your white points to give you the success or to do the other thing. So you've got 2 successes.
Oh, okay.
And you've got 1 black, so I can use the black to add a failure or a threat. So so you ended up with 1 success.
Which is all I needed.
So you take 2 strain.
Yep.
Takes you up to 5. And you're doing this on Desmond?
Yes, so he's now greater augmented, so he's got +2 to all his stats.
And now do you need to make another roll to try and sustain that anyway? Or you just
No, it's sustained. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to roll the.
Next round is sustaining. The first round you cast it, you don't have to sustain because you just cast it.
Yeah.
And any continuous round afterwards, you have to sustain. If you do not have range to sustain, it costs you 2 strain to keep the spell running. So if you're using it as your
So next round you have to make the roll to then hold it for the hour or 2, whatever, is that right?
Yeah, he can spend an action to bank it for an hour, which means he doesn't have to worry about personally sustaining it, which is an advantage. And he can do that with 2 spells.
So augment 2, what does that mean?
You got +2 to all your stats.
Oh, okay.
You're
Up to a maximum 6, correct? Or is break 6?
Magic breaks most rules, so he's now at a. He's got +2 to his agility.
7 agility and 4 ball and 4. Okay.
Okay. To take into consideration, this is the one reason why you don't want to go against dragons.
Anyway, let's see what happens.
I really wish I could be a dragon.
Okay, so after doing that, the gunslinger on the boat shoots at Womp again because he gets to go, and he's aiming again because if he can stop the mage's spell from working, his spell drops. Okay, so
Does not look good. Does not look good. Yeah, and he's got lots of crits.
Bad?
well, not
Maybe I
bad.
should have upgraded his dice. Well, downgraded his dice.
Okay, so who's going to recover from 2 of his strain for doing stuff?
I have time to make a quick trip to the bathroom.
Yep, you do. He gets 3 net successes, so he is doing 9 damage. Which how much
4 goes through.
4 goes through. Which means he gets to add 14 to his critical hit roll.
Roll a 1.
So 14 to 34 makes it 47. On the 47, Headringer, the target increases the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks by 1 until this critical injury is healed.
Okay, I'm not currently using those at the moment, so that's good. I'm sure it didn't say willpower.
It did not.
He made a mistake of hitting the child in the head, so don't use that.
No, yeah, he's made me angry.
Okay, so that's going to be an interesting one. So if you're trying to do a memory test, your memory test is even harder because your head tree.
Okay, so sustaining spells. I just wanted to check what they say for that, because you may have to make a check to keep the spell running. Because you have been hurt.
I'm just glad I'm a will-based caster, because if it was if I was an arcane one, I would have been rolling intellect. Or if I was primal, I would have been rolling cunning.
Is your character wearing heavy armor at all?
I'm wearing Kevlar.
Which has a soak of...
Soak of 1, a defense of 1.
If it went up to a soak of 2, you'd have to roll penalty dice.
Yeah, that's right, I'm running it. Yeah, sort of. Unless I go down, was it the Templar path? I think that's the only way I can get rid of the negatives of running around with heavy armor.
Yep.
But no, I didn't want to go down the Templar. We've already got 1 close combat, no, 2 close combat nuts. No, actually, no, it's 3. Keep on forgetting that bolts are close combat as well.
Okay, so actually, it does not
require you to make a check. As long as you are conscious, you've still got the spell going.
Yeah.
So that brings us to Desmond.
Who's now Super Saiyan.
He will you're allowed to spend 2 moves to aim twice, are you?
You can, as long as you take 2 strain.
Yeah. I don't have the haste augmentation yet.
Would you like to take the 2 strain?
So at this stage, it seems that he's the only threat, none of them have popped up yet, have they? So, and he does look like he could actually die. He looks like he's got a nice pistol that Decker would like. So, yeah, he'll take 2 strain and go for a double aim. Which means he's rolling 1 yellow, 6 green, and 2 blue, is that right?
1 yellow, 6 green, and 2 blue versus a red and a purple. Because you're still within close range of the guy.
Bad dice. Bad dice. Okay, it's great, but you got it to spare.
Okay, so you ended up with 3 successes, 5 advantages, and a despair.
Okay.
Doesn't sound good.
So critical 3 means it takes 3 successes to activate the critical, so 3 advantages to activate the critical, is that right?
That does, and because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you had have had 6, you could have activated it twice, giving you a +10 to your critical result.
Yeah, that's right then. He will. Okay. So what we do is despair, but we'll go with the however much damage it is from the dice, plus the critical, and the 2 extra advantages will cancel the 2 strain you've got to take from the double A.
Yep.
So I'll take that.
And if it is a case of if it's enough for us to take it down, then the despair is the fact that he actually managed to destroy the lovely Dalton gun he was looking forward to collecting.
Actually, it's going to have with your out of ammo for your gun.
Yeah, I was seeing that will happen. You don't have spare clip, do you?
I do indeed.
Do you have the spare clip ability?
I do. Well, I've got spare clip ammunition, like spare clip and equipment.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a talent called spare clip.
So the spare clip talent means you can never have the out of ammo spare roller.
Okay.
Which means that so on your turn you have to use a maneuver to reload your gun to actually continue firing it. So that's what out of ammo does if you have the equipment spare clip.
Or in this case, you might just quick draw his submachine gun instead. So.
Okay, so that means you're doing it was 6 damage base plus 2 makes it 8. He has a soak of 2, so he takes 6. So it does mean you just managed to take him over his wound threshold.
Wow.
Which meant that if you hadn't, your critical hit would have triggered
Yep.
and might not have defeated you.
Can we just roll the critical and see what it would have been?
We can.
Have you got any bonuses on your critical?
No.
Well, that means
you don't have any vicious or anything like that?
He did 6 damage, so he adds 16 to the damage result because he managed to get over his wing threshold and he scored a critical hit at the same time, which means he adds 10 to the result. So that means he got a 78 on the result, which means overpowered. Which means you may immediately attempt another attack against the target. Would you like to do that?
If he's fallen down, then I don't think we need to make another attempt.
Well,
Because the question is something you kept it when you went over the wound threshold, so it's gone unconscious or dead.
you can do a double tap.
Except he'd have to do the quick draw, which he can only do once. No, he hasn't done this round, so he could.
No, yeah. Did you want to do a double tap? So you use your quick draw to reload.
Not to reload, to draw the other.
Draw, yeah, so you pull out a different one. Yeah.
But I'm curious as to why I need to actually shoot it again.
No,
possibly more strange, wouldn't it, if an extra maneuver happening?
It does not, you get it for free. It becomes
You get this for free. You're showing off. You remember your Desmond Deadeye.
Exactly.
Dead shot or
Why would I go with the spray of a couple of machine gun when I've already shot him between the eyes to take him down? Single shot, much more.
What are the other options?
Just saying, double taps always just to make sure.
That's
Just in case he gets back up again.
Which gave him a free attack against him again.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
So
what really the real factor is the idea of do you actually have to declare what you do with all your advantages before you find out the effect of the damage?
Technically,
Like I expect you to, but I expect if you didn't, then I'd tell how I didn't spend the 3 advantages on a critical, I could look more into winding up other people or reducing strain and things like that. So I'm more than happy that you've got it out. That's all good.
if he had been a rival, you'd want to trigger the critical hit to automatically take him down.
Yeah.
because he was looking like he was hard, but as a nemesis, a nemesis can survive a critical hit and keep going.
Yep. Excellent. I'm happy that he's apparently gone down, and yes, he took the critical, but I'm not taking the effect of the critical in that case. And that would be Dexter finished for the turn.
Okay, so you're currently out of combat. What would you like to do?
Since Desmond is acting so good, I'm going to keep the sustained up for him.
You have to roll for that?
Did you want to spend the action to keep it going on going, or did you want to just hold it while you're doing stuff?
I'll put it on the timeline because honestly, I'm not sure how long we're going to be here, and I don't think I can constantly continue just trying to keep on concentration on that.
Okay, so that is a... You've got a single spell going here.
Yep. Plus, I also need to like to know how this works too.
That's supposed to be the difficulty of the spell plus how many spells you're sustaining. So that makes it 5 purple.
Yep.
It's not for the simple person to try to sustain all their spells. But if you were to then cast a simple spell and sustain it, it would be the difficulty of the spell that you cast plus 2 purple for the second spell you're trying to do.
Okay, I've got a headache, don't I?
Okay,
Oh no, looks like what is it? 1 success and 2 strainers, is it?
and the spell drops.
Well, I thought I just needed a success.
You ended up with a net failure.
Net failure?
Because I got 2 failures on there and a success.
Oh no, I'm just looking at what's left on the dice. I
That
can
is what's
see.
But you're in a threat on the pages.
There's 2 failures and a success on there, which then equals out to that.
Okay, I thought the triangles with yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you left it there. That's why I was
So,
confused.
so that's a threat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was getting confused because I thought you. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, that's right. So,
Okay.
And I believe Shadowstone wanted to do something while you're doing that. What did Shadowstone want to do?
I was trying to do something before, or not necessarily before combat ends. One, I wanted to make sure my car's not going to go into the harbour. I don't know if that's a manoeuvre. And I wanted to figure out if, like, the predict spell can determine where, say, Warp's sister is. Like, is she being held somewhere in the immediate area, or you know, somewhere else? Because have we killed both guys?
Well, you don't know that yet.
one guy's gone off the side of the wall. You don't know whether he's alive or dead when you jump off. And the other guy's been shot and has gone down. Desmond's about to go forward to actually check on him.
Yep.
So you could do a predict spell which has 2 purple dice to find out, ask a question about the events in the next 24 hours.
Okay. And that'll give me 2 strain, is that right? I might do that if that's okay with you guys. See if I can figure out where Womp's sister is.
All good.
Yeah, and then bolt bashes in the door, I don't know, something like that.
Now,
Bolt comes running down the wall after chasing something down the other way with the sound of gunfire and arrives after combat's finished.
Bolt saw it through as we were heading back here, and then you can run back up the other.
No, I saw one of the sewer rats. They
yeah, only when they cooked.
Much better than Flogger, who saw a warehouse door and ran in and started stealing doors from the warehouse. And last they know, the security of the warehouse was shooting at Flogger while he had run off from everyone else. So let's see. Just about to do. And where Alt has joined the group. We'll add it on here as well. And why don't you introduce yourself while I'm adding you onto there?
Hello, my name is Bolt. I run really fast, I have good chances, I finally have my fur back, I feel great, and I've chased a rat.
Did you catch her?
No. You got
Yeah.
away.
Except your fur is now covered in gunk and sewer gunk.
That's fine.
Yeah, so if you're naked, you'd be able to wash it off quickly.
Nah. It's better than that bubblegum crap I had in the other week.
So.
Probably still thinking bubblegum and more bloody fur.
So it looks like Shadowstar is going to be very successful at getting the spell off.
This is good news.
Has to choose between taking 4 damage or 8 strain. I'm probably the
4
huge strain
damage
to
wounds.
Yep.
I'll take 4 damage.
We have a Josh, do we?
No, Josh was just about to leave, he was saying bye-bye.
Bye, Josh. Log is off. Door bashing.
You're off door bashing. No, you're doing door bashing. Yeah, you're collecting the doors. You're collecting warehouse doors today. Yeah, no, Josh was about to head out, so.
Unfortunately, he was too distracted by doors to worry about getting paid.
Coming in from Dex's perspective, it's not unreasonable to install floppy extracted any time I go to the final week of the Johnson.
Okay, so Desrin goes up to check on the body as. What's the question that?
I want to determine where Warm's sister is, and how best to get her, I guess, or you know, within the limits of the spell, obviously.
Okay, so from what you can tell, she is in another city.
Can I figure out that city from that spell?
And you don't have time to reach her in 24 hours.
So there's no way to save her.
Not in 24 hours. Because the limitation of the spell requires you to be able to fulfill it within 24 hours.
Okay. Does it tell me what I can do within 24 hours?
No, just that they're outside the 24 hours for you to reach.
So it doesn't tell me what city, it just tells me that.
Which means it's probably on the other coast.
Well, you've got to remember that in case you think something that might happen in the next 24 hours,
Yeah.
so basically you're finding out that no, she's not going to be rescued within 24 hours.
Yeah, I was just wondering whether or not we could find her, and if part of that predict spell might tell me where she is, even if we can't reach her, if we determine the location in the next 24 hours. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So we might be able to reach her in 24 hours, but we might be able to figure out her location in the next 24 hours.
I will say with the Triumph, we believe she's on the east coast of the continent.
Did you say East Coast?
East coast, yes.
Yeah. Sorry,
And
trying to finish writing one sentence.
While you're doing that, Desrin, you go up the gangplank.
Yep, okay, mate, get off and thanks, Shadowstar. Good timing. You might want to practice that drift a bit more, you've been a bit too far.
It's all up to the car, but I did ask the car to do a lot in a little space.
You
The car very
also
much
need to find out
determines-
where the other Johnson is.
And the car stops about a meter within hitting Womp and Desrin as well. So it was a close call.
Yeah. The car did a really good job, but yes, we both appreciate the drift. Quit.
But the thing is that, yeah, Desmond doesn't necessarily recognise that he's not Shadowstar doing the driving at the moment. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really good driving because people back to combat drift. But he just basically saying that's an offhand comment as he's going back up the gangway to look at the body of the analog contact. He's looking to.
Looking down, you see the guy is coughing a little bit, but seems to be unconscious.
Could use him to get more information and to maybe keep sister alive.
Declan will pocket his lovely pistol and do a pat down to see if he's got any other weapons or things on him. And he says to the others, "Hey, this one's still alive. You want to take him, capture him, and get info?"
I think that's a good idea.
He actually has a gold chain on him with what looks like a credit symbol on there.
A what symbol?
A symbol for credits.
Oh, okay, credit, right, okay. Like, you mean like a dollar sign?
Yeah, like the dollar sign, but for credits.
The new yen, yep.
And Ross asked a question. Oh, sorry, keep going.
And so, yeah, that's right. Unless Declan specifically thinks that's more than decorative jewellery, and rather tacky decorative jewellery at that, or worth a lot of money, worth a lot of credit itself.
Yeah.
You could probably pawn it for about 100 credits.
Shit, I'll take it if you don't want it. I'm stingy. I get all the money I can.
Right, okay. Declan, it wouldn't be something he'd worry about getting off him right there and then. It's a case of take any weapons and checking to see whether or not he carries place strengths or something.
So Ross was saying,
was there any restraint in the that kit that Johnson provided if we came in?
No, but Shadowstar has plenty.
Shadowstar is the scout girl of every single game she's in. She has binders.
Yeah.
Or whatever the equivalent of binders is.
And what was it that Ross was asking?
So Ross was asking whether or not I don't know if exactly.
Well, no, we have, basically this is where we were all supposed to meet
Determine whether the Johnston's in the area.
Walker Johnson.
Well, that's why, so basically Declan's thought is, as soon as we've got this guy restrained and so put aside, then we can have a look on the ship and find out whether or not Mr. Walker is still on board or never made it.
I have a real name for the other Johnston. Johnston.
Unusually, this Johnson actually told us his name's Walker.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Was he a ranger from Texas?
Nobody's hard to find.
Come on. Somebody get that reference.
I got it.
No, it's okay. I'm perfectly happy with that reference, but he's not. But he does have a ring on with a bit of a skull symbol.
I got that reference too.
So did I.
And he does like his dark glasses.
Which is why I said Mr. Walker.
Well, I'm just glad we don't have a Mr. Anderson here.
Don't worry, I can make him show up.
Mr.
Please don't.
Anderson.
So in that case then, if there's nothing difficult about that, Declan will start to do a bit of a search of the boat that we're supposed to meet on.
So,
if we can find Mr. Walker.
When Jeremy is finished and the guys are finished, I was going to do a bit, but I'll wait to fit in.
okay, so.
Okay, so I'm happy that this is actions that are going on.
Yep.
I'm expecting other people doing other things at the same time, or the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just putting my hand up to fit in so we don't talk all over each other.
Okay, so as you're looking in, you see that there are what appears to be the captain of the vessel, as well as someone else in a suit have both been shot in the back of their head twice.
Does he have a skull ring?
Neither of them have skull rings. But there is a laptop on the table showing a young girl with her hand missing. Tied up to
more
a
than
chair.
just a digit. It's a hand.
Well, they generally escalate.
Okay.
And then you see a red hole appear in her forehead.
Oh, so is that the sister being killed? How come my prediction thing didn't show that?
Well, it did say
Can you
that.
work at a caterer in 24 hours?
So does that mean Womp's sister's dead?
Well, Womp was required to hand over the gear, chose not to. Didn't realize the person had a link back to where she was being held.
But surely he may not have had a chance to communicate all that. There was a lot of shooting. That happened?
They may have had a camera.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, so well, I mean, is Womp with Desmond during the search of the ship at that point?
He was still down on the dock, so you'd gone up while Womp was down on the dock.
In that case, then Desmond will just clean the shot being taken on the laptop. He'll just put the laptop down, like it's not actually obvious if Womp don't walk in, if it's still showing the image of the sister there.
So Womp doesn't know this.
And he'll take a look at the two on the two dead, the captain and the other is Mr. Walker. I think Desmond met Mr. Walker.
I believe you met Mr. Walker with Georgie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Mr. Walker. And Mr. Walker said he wasn't going to be there. He had a friend who was going to pick it up for you.
That's right, yes. But and he described the contact we were expecting to be?
He looks very similar to the guy you met at the gangplank. So you think the guy had made himself up to look more like your contact, not knowing that Womp would recognize him straight away?
Okay.
Or out him straight away. So while you're looking at that, what does Shadowstar do?
A couple of things before I forget. First thing, because I'm going to try and do it chronologically, if my ADHD brain can concentrate for that long. I'm going to bind Mr. Unconscious, ask Kara if she's happy for him to be in her boot, put him in the boot,
He does have bullet holes in him.
Do I have a capacity to put like a happy patch or something like that to help heal him up so he doesn't quite die?
You can put, I believe you have synth skin, which can be used to cover holes.
I do that. I actually have 10 synth skins. I'll minus one when I'm writing. So, synth skin, stick him in the boot. Is my car smart enough to know if he stops breathing?
Possibly.
Okay. I let the car know that if she's smart enough to know if he stops breathing, to let me know. The way she always does. Me and that car might as well be the same person.
At which point I will mention to you that while telling you you'll probably need it here, SoCal had said to you that they had collected a biological virus that could kill lots of people.
Okay, so was that the virus we've still got?
That's the virus you've still got, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this terrorist group was going to weaponize it.
What was that?
Do I know who in our group has this virus?
I believe Womp has it.
Okay. The next thing I want to do is secure the virus off Womp and into a very secret spot in Car.
Does Womp get...
SoCal's got it, unless SoCal's just placed it next to me.
I believe he'd given it to you because if SoCal didn't come with you, you went to the meet with the Johnson without the actual pay data.
Oh, no, not SoCal. I meant
Desrin?
Desrin's got it. Unless he just put it next to me.
Okay, I would have thought SoCal would have given it to Desrin
Yeah.
You're not going to be there rather than give it to the person who he knows had a conflict of interest about the whole run.
That's fair.
That's okay. This lines up with me going in.
And in which case then Desmond still got it and he's searching the ship. So.
Okay, so in this case I'm going to go find Desrin and ask him if he'll allow me to secure it in a vault in the car. Because I think the vault's probably one of the safest things. If Desrin's like, nah, I want to hold on to it,
Okay, well,
that's
so
fine.
you get up onto the boat. What do you say to Desmond?
Two things. I note, hopefully, if he hasn't closed the laptop already, that...
The laptop's being closed.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to him about the thingy, the virus thing first, and then I'll follow up with a question about what's gone on here. So, can I grab this virus and put it in a super secure vault in my car? Is that okay with you, Desmond?
Well, in that case then you probably arrived at Desmond as he was searching the bodies of the captain and the Mr. Walker, or Mr. Walker contact.
Yep.
And Desmond's got no particular concerns about, he's happy to offload the virus from his holdings, but he's, like, yeah, if you want to take it off immediately, that's fine, but he also thinks, hang on, probably, if we're searching the boat anyway, then
We should
by
search.
the time we get back there, or back to the car, then put it in there. But either one, if Shadow Star's keen to get it off the
I just want to get it as
immediately.
secure as possible, just in case because we don't know if other people are now going to descend on us for revenge. Who knows? They certainly want the virus, so I want to make sure it's in a not easy to get spot, because that car can just disappear if it wants to, and make itself very hard to find.
Well, as you're discussing this on the boat, you hear the screeching of tires from each end of the docks, and see two black SUVs at each end slide into the dock itself and start heading your way.
I'm going to grab that virus stuff and I'm heading towards Car, and I told Car to get to me. No matter what it takes her.
How big's that car?
Don't think about how big that car is. So far, that car has worked out to be smarter than all of us. And she can change herself from having troll seats to not troll seats to... She's got so many configurations.
That's a lot of words for rushing to the car.
Yeah. The car's basically my...
So I'm going to give everyone initiative.
The car's a present from Martin.
It will be a vigilance roll.
I think I asked him for some kind of familiar and he gave me a car.
So just for M's benefit, with the new pictures, I thought you would appreciate the picture I gave for Bolt.
Oh, new pictures? I have not seen those yet.
Yeah, you should be able to recognise him.
Nice.
That sort of suits the way you described your character.
I can't
Yeah,
see.
nice.
Oh, don't put everything out. I'll have a closer look later.
Okay.
You'll have to show me on the bigger screen, let us know, but that looks really cool.
You know what surprised me about your character? You've got a level 4 in cunning, which means although you are not necessarily academically intelligent, you can actually be really smart about things.
And you can outthink most people with a high cunning.
You've got a high curve learning level, so I encourage you to show that side of yourself at some point.
So what is people's vigilance again?
1.
1 for Shadow Star, who got a success and an advantage.
Yay! That's
Desmond
what
will
I
go
didn't
to
get
green,
to.
and you'll again pay a spell, a strain to get a success.
What was that?
So when I cast that
Yeah, well,
spell,
Now I'm cursing I wasn't able to sustain that bloody spell on Desmond.
I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
write down.
You're at 4 strain,
So I got
4 wounds,
4 wounds
and 4 strain.
and 4 more strains. So
4
that puts
total
me-
strain.
Oh, okay. So 4 out of 12 strain.
And Desrin gets 2 successes, which gives him, he's now on 5 strain. What is Bolt's vigilance?
I have a willpower of 2.
So, 1 success and 2 advantages.
Nice. Not too bad.
What is Womp's?
Mine's 4 green.
So that ends up being 2 successes and 3 advantages.
By the way, Mum, now that I can see the new character sheet on your website, it looks really good.
I thought you'd appreciate. Okay, so
So I didn't get to do a discipline roll to get back any strain.
the scene has not ended.
Bugger.
we had stopped moving.
Just trying to get the correct people for you to deal with. Okay, so they have
Does your sister have a name, Womp? I feel like I should attribute a name to the dead girl.
Yeah, I think I did mention it. I didn't write it down anywhere.
you may have to rewatch episodes.
Yeah.
Or
just
the
wait.
I
question
think I might. I believe it's like Elizabeth. It was.
Elizabeth
kind of like
strikes a
Jane
bell.
Doe.
Elizabeth strikes a bell, so I'll put that with the question mark.
But the other thing it could be, it might also be a clone because my uncle is insane.
Yeah, that's what I'll get to later after we deal with these cars. If only I could spell clone properly. It's not like I've watched 115 Star Wars The Clone Wars episodes and should be able to spell clone backwards, upside down, and in my sleep.
Do you snore it out in Morse code? Okay.
No,
so,
I don't think so. Not that talented.
So as you see these cars coming towards you, the 2 on the left shoot forward and come to a screeching halt, doors bursting open, and people sticking weapons out saying, "Throw down your weapons or die." A party member gets to act. Who would like to act?
Can Shadow hide in the shadows? Can I like completely just stealth out?
You can
of
try to.
sight? I would like to do that. I just literally almost want to go poof. I'm gone. You did say I had that shadow thing. I should make use of it.
Okay, so bring Bolt up to look at.
Would that be Mars?
Okay, so
That's right. I had to write down 4 wounds.
you have 2 yellow and a green as your base thing. You've got a blue dice from an
I've already
ability,
done that.
and their ability to see you is pretty crap. So, as an opposed check, you have a very good chance of hiding from them.
Plus, my husband loves me.
Okay, so you
Well,
think
the dice love you.
you believe you've done a great job. You get 2 advantages
Excellent point, Desrin.
as the 2 failures aren't noticed by you. So you can recover 2 of your strain.
Okay. So the 2 cars turned up at either end of where we were.
2 cars just showed up at one side,
Oh, at one side.
and the other side they're still down the docks. So that was your action to hide.
So yeah, Shadow goes kapoof.
Then down the other end, one of the cars comes up and screeches, blocking the way with the doors opening and people getting out, pointing guns in your direction.
When I go kapoof, have I been able to send off a message to Carl that I need to get to her as soon as possible?
Not really.
Okay, can I spend an extra something to do that? No's fine, I'm just asking.
You're still on the boat at the moment.
Yep, okay. I've got my little comms thing that I have with her.
But the car can't easily get onto a boat.
Yeah, I know, but for the car to be looking for me for when I come out at the other side, that's basically it.
Okay.
Alright, but no on that one, that's fine.
Okay, so what does the party want to do? Another member besides Shadow Star can now act. As you realise you've been blocked in from both ends of the wharf.
Well, certainly, noting that Desrin is in the ship's cabin type stuff, I'm guessing he's not immediately visible, and so I'm happy for the 2 people who are actually on the dock at the moment. They can act or do something before Desrin tries to move at the end.
So, what are you asking?
Apologies for being all over the place. I meant to see if I could take the laptop with me. I don't know if I'm okay.
Well, technically, you could be hiding in the cabin.
Okay, and have
But-
the laptop?
Not yet.
Or go get the laptop?
You can get the laptop
Okay,
on your
alright.
next action.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, so who's going to act between Ross and M? As you've got lots of guns pointed in your direction.
And
Are they recognisable vehicles?
They are corporate security vehicles.
Well, that's not good.
Ag Technology Corporate?
They don't advertise,
Okay.
which means if they shoot you, you've got no one to complain to.
Come on, I mean, well, there were 2 obvious immediate options to expect to be on the thing. We've either Ag Technology having things against them, or more Alamos 20,000. So if they're corporate security, you've got a fair chance of accident. Unless you want to get the port authorities.
either that or it actually is Mr. Walker's call.
He'll be unlikely pointing guns at you, telling you to surrender.
Can someone process
Yeah.
slow brain?
How many of them are there?
Give me a moment. What was that
All
area?
vehicles were.
I was having trouble. So many.
I'm starting to contemplating on swimming.
So you're at a marina.
Yep.
You're on a boat that has a ramp down onto the docks. Your
Yep.
car's on the docks. There are 2 cars at one end of the boat, 1 car at the other side of where your car's parked. So there's no way for your car to get out.
Right.
And there's another car down the street at the edge of the dock.
And was Desmond was just talking about they could be Walker's people, they could be
As technology, who they just stole from.
as technology who they just stole from. And did he give a third option?
I'm not sure because I was struggling with all the input I was getting.
Yeah, same here. That's why I'm like,
Okay, so again, I have to ask.
I'm gonna make like Shadow Star and try and blend into the shadows.
Well, currently you're standing on a dock next to a car with a ramp up onto the boat and people pointing guns at you.
does she recognise the car as being Shadow's friendly car?
Possibly.
She could just get into
I'm
the
not
car.
sure if Bolt has been in the car before.
She has.
Have I?
I will look it up for you.
Again, I was hoping to get M to choose what she was doing.
I'm just saying that if M wants to, she could get in the car if she recognises it.
Is there any cover I could like go to?
Well, the only real cover is that nice shiny sports car.
The nice shiny sports car that Desrin insisted everybody who didn't want to ride Desrin's bike got into unless they did public transport. So,
Oh, but I didn't get to go on Desmond's bike and have my tongue rolling in the
no,
breeze.
he made you ride in my sporty car.
But at least you can have the roof down.
Sorry?
At least the sporty car can have the roof down.
That's true.
That is true. Okay, maybe not so bad.
I believe that is the visualization we were left with when we were doing it.
Right.
But it doesn't offer much protection from people with guns.
I'm presuming that means both inside and outside.
Well, you don't expect vehicles to stop bullets.
Well, its main advantage is that it's probably going to drive away soon.
It's got no
What's
walking drive.
on the fourth side?
On
We've got
the other
cars
side
coming
is
on
water.
both sides. We've got the lake.
There's a
where
warehouse.
it goes out to.
Warehouses is on the other side of the water.
So Desmond's thinking of stealing a boat.
And the car, I'm talking on the other side of the water, like so we've got presumably a wharf or a pier or something poking out into the water.
Yep. You're on
And
a
then-
pier. I will
Then
do a map, but it's going to be
like effectively not the beach, because it's not a beach, but like obviously the edge of the water flowing along. We've got corporate cars on one end of that line, corporate cars on the other end. What's actually like I mean, like there warehouses or something that actually keep the boat load off into?
There are warehouses there.
Well, what I'm wondering is if my boat's already at the end of the dock, that boat that you and I are on, is that big enough for my car to just drive off the end of the dock and land on, and then we can go in the boat with my car and get everyone else on the boat?
Just trying to draw a map because people are asking
Okay,
for
yeah.
stuff. Because it's hard for me to actually keep describing stuff all the time and trying to hear everyone talk over each other. Because I can then try to put people on the map. Unfortunately, means quite a little bit of silence while I'm trying to figure out how to get it all to work.
You're doing an actually pretty good job, considering how quickly you're doing it. Pulling up a map on the fly, not easy. So these cars?
These are cars.
Yep.
And then I'll try to throw some people in there so you've got people as well. Let's see, what can I use for people?
Do you need me to change cameras so people can see that?
No, because the camera is showing it on the map as a thing.
Oh, okay, so it's been shown over here?
It's being shown on the screen, I'm just trying to get it done.
That's
Sorry.
okay. I was just checking. Just trying to be helpful. Which is where I usually fall into misery and complications.
Okay, so that's roughly what you guys see with, let me see, he's not there, so I'm going to remove him. He's not there, so I'm going to remove him. So that's roughly where you can see everyone being, and I'll bring the map up as the main thing.
Okay. At the bottom of the map there,
Yep.
like within
That would be
like
warehouse.
the non-coloured area.
That would be
Is
a
that warehouses or something?
That is warehouses.
It could look like there could be entrances or alleyways that people might duck down.
The doors are currently shut, but you could probably force one open.
Okay, come to bolt. So what you want to go for? Or lock, whichever one wants to act first.
How close am I to one of the warehouses? Or am I like on the other side?
That's you there. You are, well, it's doing feet, lucky for us. So that means that is 8, movement of 8 to the closest wall. Which means you'd have to do 2 maneuvers, I think, to get there.
Okay. So that's going like straight in between the two cars.
Just gonna have to move this over to this one so we can
And always that will also leave you like 2 maneuvers to get there, but then you wouldn't have to be inside.
Need to do anything.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
It might be quicker to jump up on the ship.
It would be quicker to
And
get
then
up
have a
onto
bit
the
more
ship.
protection.
Okay, so I just had 2 questions with one, and no is fine.
Okay,
Can
so
my car get down and fit on the boat?
no.
Okay. So my car needs to save itself.
Well, most things, if a car looks empty, people won't touch it. But if
so,
a car starts moving, then it becomes a threat.
That's fine.
So yes, you spend a maneuver to get onto the boat. Do
Is that
you?
bolt?
That's Bolt, yes, because it was Bolt's turn. What else would Bolt like to do?
Is it now possible to find something to hide in the boat? Or like stealth?
You can do a stealth
hide?
on the boat. What is your character's stealth?
My stealth. Sorry, let me just find it. Here. Is. Sorry, I'm just trying to
All good.
understand the thing. One yellow, 2
Fir-
green.
Yeah. First
that
one
right?
is yellow. Second one number is how many green?
Yes. So 1 yellow, 1 green.
Okay. You believe you're quite successful at stealthing.
As I said, that doesn't look too bad.
So that's what the end result is. A success and an advantage.
Mm-hmm. Well, success is a success, I guess. So.
Okay, so that brings us to Womp and Desrin left. So which one wants to go next?
okay, I'm happy that Womp's the one stuck in the open right now.
So where's one from the deck of the boat?
No, Womp's on the pier still. He never actually got up onto the boat. He went down to help Desrin.
Okay. And is he
Yes.
injured or
So
wounded?
I'm the only one that's not in the boat.
You're,
Okay.
you're the only one not on
Yeah.
the boat.
Yeah, knowing that, got an idea that Desmond is going to basically steal the boat. I'm going to get cover into the boat.
Okay, so you climb up onto the boat as a action, and you want to try to hide.
Yeah.
What is your character's stealth?
Where is my stealth? General. Okay, so it's currently 2. But did I get any? Oh, that thing only kicks in if I'm doing magical stealthing, is it?
Which one there?
I'm not sure if I've got it because the character sheet I'm looking at it's not being updated properly. I might be looking at the wrong one.
You don't actually have a magical stealth. That's part of being a shadow.
Okay.
So you have 2 green dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can recover a strain if you wish to.
Yes, I'll recover the strain, thank you.
Okay, so at the moment it is then their go.
Have I had a go?
Yes,
Oh,
you went
that's at
first.
start. Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's
So
cool.
we
Sorry.
haven't gone to the other round yet.
I forgot about that.
All good. So a fourth vehicle shows up. So I'll have to add in another draw thing. Wrong button. Okay, so it sort of crashes into part of the warehouse. And you see 4 more people pile out. Okay, so that brings us to Desrin. Desrin's up now. What does Desrin wish to do?
Having noted that the rest of the party apparently all piled on the boat, apparently he's about to find out whether driving a boat is like riding a bike.
Once
Okay.
you learn one, you know how to drive all the others.
I'm not certain it's that detective, but we'll give it a try.
Okay, Desrin gets to do an operating roll.
I had a feeling you might be operating.
What is Desrin's
Which
operating?
In which case it is 2 green dice.
Can anyone assist you?
Well, no, because they haven't spent a maneuver on their turn to assist him.
Okay.
So in the middle of combat, if you're going to assist someone, you have to give up some of your actions to assist them before they go.
So you've got to predict it, which
Yes.
none of them could do because they all had to get on the boat and they
Yes.
spent all their manoeuvres.
Or people, if you had advantages on your action, you might have provided boost dice. I don't think many people have got many advantages to do around.
To be honest, I didn't ask. I just asked whether or not I hid.
Okay, so Desrin takes 2 strain as he's trying to get the boat up and running.
Okay.
And it just coughs.
Mhm.
What skills do you need for operating?
It's a skill operating. It's an actual skill.
It's based off intellect.
Okay, so you hear the sound of gunfire on the attacking the ship because you've all gotten onto the vehicle.
So the initiative order is Desrin, then the other guys?
Desmond was the last one in the initiative,
Okay.
and they're at the top of the initiative.
Yep.
They did say throw down.
Mhm.
Okay. So technically, they didn't succeed in hitting anything valuable on your boat because they didn't get a success. They got a triumph, but they didn't get a success.
Is this where they feel good about what they've done?
I got a try count as a success.
The triumph does count as a success, but it's cancelled out by the failure.
Oh, okay, right.
They accidentally successfully start the boat for us.
Well, that would be a despair.
Mm-mm.
But with their triumph, you do see the anchor on the side of the boat drop into the water as they seem to have hit the anchor release.
Anchor's heavy,
Yes.
so someone like Womp or Bolt would be the best person to grab it.
Or someone using the winch,
Oh,
because that's what they're there for.
I'm guessing strength doesn't hurt though.
It doesn't hurt.
Or the fact that, hey, we probably, okay, so the anchor hadn't been dropped before.
It had not because it was tied to the pier. Most boats
Yep.
don't always drop anchor.
With that, I was thinking when you first get, I thought, hang on, so they need to shoot the anchor chain, so therefore not be held back by the anchor anymore, but no, happy with that.
So that they didn't do any damage to the boat, but they managed to make the anchor drop.
So
Okay.
we need to either break the chain and drop the anchor permanently, or pull the anchor.
Okay, so I think they were a little more successful on the second group shooting at the boat.
Damn.
Okay, so I will do a critical hit on the vehicle and see what happens.
Oh, we're gonna be stuck.
That's the wrong critical hit chart. Really be nice if they actually had the full critical hit chart there. Vehicle rules 2020. Critical hit result. Where's my dice? There it is. 11. They didn't do too.
That sounds bad.
So that makes it a shrapnel spray. Chunks of metal or water hurled at the occupants at a deadly velocity. The occupants must all make a resilience or vigilance check or suffer 1 wound plus 1 additional wound per success on the check. So as there are 3 successes on the check, that makes it basically 4 wounds possible on everyone. So who wants to go first on your resilience or vigilance?
Well, I think Jack's probably one for both of the open of it, so I'll go for resilience for 2 green dice.
2 green dice.
And I don't know if defense helps this at all, but
I'll switch it back to so you can see the dice again. There we are. What was that, Jeremy? About don't know if
does
resistance.
defense help against grapple?
No, because it's not a combat check.
Okay.
Okay, so that ends up being so Desmond takes 2 strain and 4 wounds.
Code help with that?
He does not.
Okay.
Okay, so what's Bolt? Is Bolt taking resilience or vigilance?
Probably resilience. And that is... resilience is 1 yellow, 4 green.
Well, it's nice to have a good roll.
Helps.
Except for when the yellow gives you nothing.
Yeah, that's a bit disappointing, but... I think I've succeeded.
You have succeeded. So, would you like to recover 1 strain with the advantage you got?
Have I taken strain?
You have you started off with 2 strain.
Oh, did I? Okay. Yes, please.
Okay. What is Ross using?
Doesn't really make any difference. It's 4 green.
So 4 green. So you end up with a advantage. So you can use that to reduce your strain by 1, but you take 4 damage.
Which bounces, so I'll get a strain. Thank you.
The 4 damage is not soaked because it's not a. This damage is not an attack.
Oh, okay.
Strain only works on attacks.
Okay, so that puts me down to 11, is it?
11.
Or 12?
It's 11.
Yeah.
So but 3 strain. And what does Shadow Star choose to take?
I don't have my resilience recorded here, so I was going to add it. Look up my
Shadow
stats.
Star, your resilience is 2 green, and your
Vigilance
is 1 green.
so I think I'll go with resilience. Hope the dice aren't trying to kill me twice.
Okay, so you end up taking 4 damage and 1 strain, puts you at 8 damage and 3 strain total.
Sec, I might get you to repeat that one so I didn't know that. So I'm now at 8 damage total,
Yep, with 3 strain.
3 stain, and that's over 10 wounds and 12 strain.
Okay, so who wishes to go first this round?
Do we technically have 3 actions for all of this?
Free actions. You can.
I mean, like, David would like to be able to make a statement, but then act last.
Technically, yes.
You can do that.
Okay, David, if we can get today, big up, big if, I can't get untied.
So
Okay.
would Womp or Bolt be the natural choice for getting the anchor?
One could possibly bite the chain.
Okay, so maybe Desrin, when you're saying that, assign Womp to doing that.
Bite the chain. Isn't that bolts? The bolt bites.
But I think that David specifically said untied. But he hasn't necessarily noticed the anchor dropped, but assuming the boat's tied up to the wall.
It is tied up to the wall.
Yeah.
We need to get the
I'll
boat.
go and untie it.
Okay, so you move over to where it's tied.
Yep.
How are you going to untie it?
Kind of like Taylor.
No, I don't have that one. Wrong game.
Oh, come on, we can't have a bit of crossover, surely.
Well, we can give him a heavy saber later if you like.
Actually, yes, I'll untie it with my katana.
Okay, so you take 2 strain to draw your katana.
Oh, okay, I forgot
Yep.
about that.
I didn't.
And therefore, I got luckily no. Not.
Okay, so what's your melee attack roll?
Will
It is 1 yellow and 3 green.
I just wanted to check, will that actually de-anchor the boat as well? Or?
No, that would stop it being tied to the wharf.
Okay, so we need to do both.
You do.
So, yeah, I was hoping we'd get the anchor taken care of.
I guess my action would probably be, 1, did I notice the anchor being dropped, and 2, would I realise that I could just bite through the chain?
Okay, so
I don't know.
you swing at the rope holding it in place and manage not to sever the rope, taking 1 strain as you do so.
Would
Ow.
I be able to do
Me?
a couple of things?
The
Not
road
yet,
dog.
because
That's because I'm not augmented. I'm normally augmented when I do this crap.
because it goes.
Wait.
The boat
So-
rocked on the water, that doesn't get no problem.
One of the groups on the shore shoots at Womp, who's now broken cover.
It could be Bolt. You do
At least my defense kicks in for this.
You do have a lot of cunning, so you could realise that the boat and the tie and the anchor next to the boat tie are a big problem in freeing the boat, and then bite away.
Okay, so shooting at Womp. I believe the bullet only does 6 damage
Only.
because I believe he has 6 soak.
Oh, okay.
Is that correct?
No, I've got a soak of 5 because I'm not doubling that.
Okay, you take 1 damage, and they give you a black dice on your next roll. That means you're up to 12 damage. Okay, so now someone else gets to act, either Shadow Star or Bolt or Desrin.
Bolt, did you want to make your realization and attack the anchor?
Yes. So, as I said before, would Bolt realise that, or one, have noticed the anchor drop?
It was loud, you probably would have heard it.
Okay. And two, think that I could fight through that.
We've been through many things in the past.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Is this where we asked to spend a fate dice that when she's biting through it, if it's successful, she also nips the rope holding us to the pier?
It's probably way too far apart, though.
Yeah, no, probably. I was fantasizing, I did say that.
So you
I will...
move up to the chain.
Yep.
Okay, so with your bite of 9, I believe, at least 9 or more. I think it's more now.
I think it's more now. Did that get updated on the website too?
Not fully, because I was still trying to get all the talents sorted out.
Oh, yeah.
Until I got the talent sorted out, there was no point updating the individual parts.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
I would not know that.
So yes, you hit it and it snaps.
Wait.
You don't have fate dice in there, do you?
It does, yes. But you've got to be careful what you use them on.
The only thing I was thinking about was whether that fate dice says that with the strength of the anchor letting go, it breaks the other rope. But I don't know if that's possible, and I don't know if that's what a group would want to spend a fate die on.
Probably.
I don't think you've got a triumph, so...
Yeah.
And to be fair, the fate counter is probably going to be more valuable when Desmond attempts to actually get the fight started.
And that's fine.
Because he hasn't got much chance to make it happen. So.
Okay, so...
I move, I did an action. I think that's all I can do.
That is.
Yep.
And so now either Shadow Star or Desrin can go.
So I can either go and cut that rope while you work on the engine and get it going, or you can go cut that rope while I work on the engine and get it going. I don't know what skills you need to get the engine going, and if I've got stronger skills in that.
Well, Desrin's at the pilot's wheel.
Yep.
That's right.
How about I have a go at the rope?
Right now.
So how about I just have a go at the rope?
Okay,
But Desmond said, he said, hey, we're going to leave those ropes cut before we move.
you suspend a maneuver to get over there.
Yep.
Are you using a weapon?
Well, I've got this thing where I've got this question mark. It's called a monoblade.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. What is that?
It's a blade made out of a very thin, sharp bit of metal that is as long as you need it to be.
And
It's
would it cut through rope?
The shadow one's close to grip on more lightsaber.
Very much, yes.
Can I use that to cut through the rope?
You spend 2 strain to draw it.
Yep.
And
So
that makes it a
leaves
melee
me
check for
to
you.
5 strain.
And your melee is 1 yellow and 1 green. You can spend a fate point to up it to 2 yellow.
I think Desrin said save the fate for.
Well, you can only spend 1,
I think
and you have 3 available.
I I think we were going to save it for the engine. Is that right?
Well, but the point is, we can do, it's important to get both to a T, so we've got 2 available if one of them. I can't spend all 3 of them on my action, unfortunately.
So would you recommend that?
I would recommend it.
Okay then. So
Okay, it's not a good chance of Desmond getting the boat moving, but if he is still tied down, we're not going anywhere.
tell me that wasn't a horrible dice.
So what I ended up rolling was Complete cancel out.
Do I
Nothing
get any-
happened.
And I don't
Nothing
we were
happened.
going to discuss it a few weeks back when I first started. Am I earning any rerolls for writing?
No, not for this at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. I just figured I'd ask. Because I did lots today.
We did do lots. Okay, so that brings us to the other group who shoots out at.
Absolutely useless.
Who are they going to shoot at? There's 3 people on the deck. So
So I spent that fate die for nothing.
Well, you probably didn't get a failure because of it.
Well, you call it not a failure, but the fact is I did not achieve my goal.
Yeah, but it
Which
didn't
is a
cost you
failure.
getting extra penalty for it.
okay, so the guys are trying to stop the big troll with the katana from cutting the rope. So they aim at him. Okay, so that is 6 damage again, and another black dice to
Are you
Womp.
dead yet?
So he takes 1 point.
Not taking damage, gotta take one
Oh,
point.
that's right, he's got so.
That puts him at 13 points of damage. And that brings us to Desrin. Desrin's now up, and you're still tied to the post.
Well, he's going to be attempting to get the boat moving, and hey, maybe they're weakened enough that if he can rev the boat, it might break the rope. But he will use a fate token to.
Yeah, that was the only other option, is if you can get it started, maybe yank hard enough on the rope to get it free.
So that so
Well,
you,
the alternative is if he gets started, then first action next time, he might break the rope and the ground and the other move off. But,
okay.
but yeah, so I can effectively, by upgrading one die, I've got one green and one yellow.
That is correct. Okay, so that ended up as a single failure. It coughs. You must have flooded the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the people on the deck are trying to stop the troll from setting you free because that's giving them somewhere to shoot. And they're aiming to.
Isn't the I thought Bolt managed to freeze?
No.
Bolt-
Broke the anchor chain, not the rope.
Okay.
They're triumph on the first.
by their
Triumph.
triumph.
Okay, so this time it is 9 points of damage hitting Womp. So that means 3 of it gets through.
Or
4. Okay, so that puts Womp
Yes,
on
4.
Womp on 17 damage.
Yep. So I've got 2 points left.
Got you down as 19, yeah. Okay, so second one is also shooting at Womp. They do try to go for the big guys. This is giving you 4 points to be able to play with. As they are concentrating on the troll.
You can't resurrect in this game, can you?
There are ways to do so.
I don't have that spell yet.
And they give Womp a third black dice. Okay, so it's a party member's go. Who wishes to go next?
Can Bolt go first?
Bolt can go first if Bolt wishes to.
Do I have enough movement to get over to the rope?
You do.
And then I will also attempt to no. And hope that we can, actually get us free at some point.
Trying to find the right symbol. There we go. So, actually, that was a success. So you got a success. That goes away. So you ended up biting your way through the rope.
Yay.
Thanks to everyone else loosening it for you, of course.
I'm happy with that. It was a team effort.
Womp, if he goes, depending on who goes next, might be the bad guys. Does Womp have sufficient to heal himself, or does he need someone to slap something on him? In which case, I can slap you silly.
Okay, they seem to be targeting, the next group seems to be targeting Bolt because they seem to recognize Bolt.
Fun.
As you've gotten to near the back of the boat.
Ouch, it looks like that behind a little bit.
Okay, so that is 8 damage.
I think I have a stroke of 6.
You do, so you take 2 damage. And they give you a black dice on your next check.
Well, I mean, I've done my job, so...
Who wishes to go next?
Hmm?
Who wishes to go next?
So my question to Womp is, can he heal himself, or does he want me to slap him silly?
Well, I would suggest that Shadowstar actually has the most innate skill to drive the boat.
Okay, so you'll go and slap them silly if I drive the boat?
Well, as long as the boat's not moving, Desmond's staying at the wheel to try and make it move.
Okay,
If
so
someone else gets it moving, then that gives you own control of things.
I'll...
Okay, while these two are arguing, I am going to hit myself with a slap patch and
That's what I was
dive
asking.
to the.
So, Ross, what we're doing here is you're not out of combat. If you
Yep.
act, that is one of the party activations done.
What we-
Are you taking the action because you just said you did?
We wanted me to go and get to start the boat first. So before you slap a patch on yourself, I just wanted to know you could. That's it. Now that I know that you can slap a patch on yourself, I'm going to go and try and start the boat, because we want to do that first.
Because I can't slap a patch and then try to untie the rope, can I?
No, the rope and the anchor are done. So
Okay,
we need
cool.
someone to drive the boat.
So I can actually just slap a patch and collapse to the.
But if you do it now, then they get to shoot the boat
Yeah.
before the boat moves.
So if I go first...
Okay, yep. I thought the rope was still tied up.
No. Bolt.
Yep.
Bolt got through the rope.
Yep, cool. I'll stand and be a target.
I'll go to the boat's controls and
Will you spend a story point to upgrade your check?
yeah. How many have we got left?
Well, I've been spending them on people shooting you. Well, it means that that's what's supposed to happen. The
Yeah.
points are supposed to go
No,
both ways.
it's okay. This is a check to start the boat, right?
Okay.
And we really want to start the boat.
So the engine roars to life.
Seems
Jennifer
vehicles
finds it,
lively.
And
Martin's like, it turns out your car uploaded itself to the boat. Okay, so I started the boat.
you started the boat, and you have we can take 2 strain to take it out.
Okay, I'll do that. That gives me
Because
7 out of 12 strain.
Because that would be your second maneuver.
7 out of 12 strain.
Okay, the boat starts pulling out.
That's strain. That's wounds. That's end of my go. I will rest.
That is the end of your go.
If I slap a happy patch or whatever it is on me, none of that will
You-
heal strain, but it will take my 8 wounds down.
But you can't do so at the moment.
No, I was just checking for my next thing. I might put something on to reduce my wounds a bit.
Okay. So that brings us to... We actually have another party member to go if they want to do something before you get out. So Desrin can do a operations check to try to speed the boat up. Because it does have enough space for 2 people.
That's
But I was going to say the fact that Desmond Leader, like, he'll do what he can to assist Shatterstar manoeuvring the boat, whether that can operate check of his own or whether some sort of assistance check. He's about to drop off unconscious himself anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. So I don't know if the system would more effective in that sort of way. So.
Well, for you can spend a maneuver to accelerate the boat.
Yep.
Which basically helps it pull away faster than it would be normally.
Okay.
And you can then do a operations roll to try to guide it. Well, actually, you could probably do a driving roll at this stage.
They can do driving, then absolutely he'll do that.
So what's your character's driving again?
2 yellow and 3 green.
Yeah, because you've got it not running, and basically this is the sort of vehicle that requires more than one person to operate normally.
Okay.
But it does require the skill to get it up and running. And yes, you have no problems guiding it out into the harbour, bringing your opponents out to medium range, which is beyond their small fire weapons.
Okay. Is there any advantages or things I can do with other than accelerating the boat?
Well, you can do brace for impact. You can slow it down. You can try to evade. But most of them, none of those will help you at the moment because you haven't got the speed of the boat up enough to evade correctly.
Okay. But like, is there any advantages you can use to actually reduce his own strain? He's about to knock himself out. So.
Well, there are 4 advantages you can use to reduce your strain. So you're down to 5 strain.
Does the boat have any strain at the moment?
You can't use it on the boat.
He's got the fine-tuning talent that would allow him to reduce an extra strain for the vehicle when it reduces strain.
So that would be if you're doing a mechanics check on the boat to keep the boat going?
Okay, right. Well, yep.
It's basically damage control.
He'll use 2 advantages to reduce 2 strain on himself, and the other 2 to give Wob blue die for his action if he's going to try and heal himself in some way.
Okay, so as you're out at medium range, I believe they are going to try to hit you with penalties. Just checking the weapon to make sure. No, you did actually exceed their range. They had great stopping power at short range, but once you get beyond short range, their weapons are useless. You can see why they were trying to stop you getting away. So each of you get to choose to make a cool or a discipline check to see how well you recover strain.
I think my discipline's slightly better than my cool. No, my cool's better than my discipline, it seems.
So, Jeremy, what do you wish to make?
I will go for a cool check of 2 green and 1 yellow.
Okay, so you recover 1 strain.
Okay, certainly his immediate actions are apparently unable to boat. He's actually running around the boat to check to see whether there's any obvious leaks that have been developed from the shooting.
Okay, what about Womp's? How does Womp try to recover strain? Is it cool?
I'll go for was it discipline? I think.
Which
was
is
it discipline or was it vigilance?
so it was cool.
Discipline. So that's 1 yellow and 3 green.
Okay, Womp recovers 3 strain. What does Bolt use to recover?
I think my cool is pretty rubbish, so I think my vigilance is also rubbish. So I think they're both 2 green, so it doesn't really matter.
So you recover 2 strain, so you're strain free.
Yay! So I have 2 wounds still.
You should have 2 wounds. And what does Shadow Star use?
I think cool is my stronger one.
So you have 2 dice in cool and 1 dice in discipline.
So 2 is always better.
So
I was
you
wondering
unfortunately don't recover any. You'll
if are we at end of combat?
that was end of the scene.
Okay,
So
alright. I just was gonna see if I could grab that laptop and chuck it in my bag.
Well, we're still on the boat at the moment, so...
Yeah. Still want to secure that laptop and chuck it in my bag.
okay, so you can watch from the boat as people pile into the cars and take off. And to be a point of interest, not one of you shot back at them. I'm actually quite surprised.
Yeah, you see, I didn't know that was an option, because I'm driving the boat. I gather that wasn't an option.
No, it was an option.
Oh.
But it's actually a nice option that none of you shot back.
So
Because it means
Oh, Bolt doesn't like guns anyway. I don't think he even has a gun on him. So.
and the point is that, yeah, Bolt doesn't use guns, so therefore he doesn't have range going beyond shores. Desmond and Shadowstar were both busy trying to get the boat moving and keep it moving.
And I wasn't buffed, so I wouldn't be hitting them very well.
Well, I would have thought what was too busy trying to stay upright.
But
That too.
You saying it's a good thing we didn't?
it is because if the harbour master saw what was happening, they would most likely side with you over corporate security because you weren't shooting back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It makes them right there.
So who did you say? Someone security?
Harbour security.
Harbour security.
They are more likely to go with the people who aren't causing the disturbance.
Yeah, the people who are trying to get away. Yeah, that's okay.
Even though you did shoot the guy on the boat, you weren't the ones using automatic weapons in the region.
Alright, so we're
The
now
real question, of course, is...
going somewhere.
Yes, have we got somewhere to get to that's not going to be immediately noted or followed? Keep a lookout for helicopter watching the maneuver
Can
or
we
like
call
that.
SoCal and see whether or not he can help us out?
You can try to do so. You can see the 4 SUVs keeping pace along the wharf.
That's what I mean. I want to comm SoCal and see if he can find us a route out of this area.
And an extraction point.
An extraction point, basically, or a place we can go where we can lose him. Maybe he can send some cars our way. I don't know what his capacity is, but I figure getting some extra.
Also, don't forget that your car's still got an unconscious person trapped in the boot.
But you never got to the point of putting the person in the boot. You wanted to put the person in the boot, but that's when the black car showed up. You had the plan to do so.
I thought Shadowstar put him in the boot.
Oh, that's right. You put him in the boot and then went up. So yes,
Yeah,
he's in
because
the
I
boot.
put the patch on him. So I could also comm my car, but I thought if I comm SoCal and find an extraction point, then I can tell my car where to come and get us.
Okay, so you comm Shadowstar. He sends a file on the toxicity levels of the Seattle River.
What does that
Shooting
mean?
sound.
Yeah. With a recommendation that you don't swim in it.
Okay, alright. Is he able to help with finding an extraction, a place where we can maybe
Well, noting that the SUVs are keeping track, or at least over the side, we'll aim to actually go out effectively deeper into the sound and potentially aim to come across, like go straight across to the other side and
Yeah.
work out if we've got something from there.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Just trying to bring up the basic Seattle map so I can reference it.
See that? Yep.
There are a lot of islands on the other side of Seattle.
Yeah. We probably won't go to Council Island.
Which island?
Well, very hard to get to Council Island because you're on the side of the river and Council Island does not touch the river.
I can't see the map, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm not putting the map up here or there. I'm looking at the map myself.
Yeah. So SoCal able to advise on a good place to go?
That's what I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah. And as Desrin said, maybe we could go deeper in and then hook up somewhere else where after we've lost the SUVs following us.
Well, he does recommend either heading out into the ocean and where the roads aren't, or dumping it on the other side of the river and trying to make your way back that way.
Okay. Can he communicate my car where to get us if we take it out?
If you get onto the other side of the river, you have left Seattle.
Yeah.
And basically an automated car wouldn't be able to easily leave Seattle.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to rely on our car to get out of there. So I guess going further out to sea for a bit.
Dev's going to be aiming for the closest somewhat safe point because he's not real keen on the water stuff. He can actually manoeuvre properly.
No, but I'm not too keen on those 4 SUVs catching up to us either.
Anything
So
along the
Dev's
out
also
of the
looking out
water?
for air support for those vehicles.
What are you saying?
I was saying the longer you spend out on the water, the more likely they'll either have water vehicles of their own or air support.
Okay, so disembarking quickly is probably our best bet.
There is also the option of taking the ill-advised swim while the boat continues on, because they will follow the boat and not expect you to be swimming in the water.
Can we get the boat within close enough range of the docks that we don't have to swim for very long?
You can.
But of course, that puts us very close to the inconvenience. If we're on a river, Dev's to stay to the other side of the river and land, and we can work out from there.
Does this boat have any kind of autopilot on it?
It does, would be a fairly simple autopilot. And so Jeremy, just so you remember that the river itself is probably about 5 times the length of downtown city centre. So it's a very large river. It's like almost crossing the entirety of Canberra to get across the river.
So when you say river, we are actually talking about Puget Sound?
Yes.
Okay, right, yeah. So basically, the idea of reaching the leg of land that comes around from the other side. So,
What about doing a quick disembark and then putting the boat on autopilot out to further away? If we set the boat up for autopilot so that after it drops us all off, we disembark as quickly
the
as
idea
we
being
can.
that if we're trying to get across the entire town to actually get to land, then they've got a good chance of actually catching up to it before then by bringing in helicopters.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
does that mean you want to swim then?
no. The
What does Desmond advise?
Desmond, thinking back to his knowledge of Seattle and the roadways and things like that, you're basically aiming to probably end up coming back in on the same side if you can think of a spot where the vehicles, like road vehicles, would have to actually take a significant detour to get to them. Like if there was some sort of large, like say Fort Worth or something like that.
You can
around the army base.
You can if you head south, coming out of the coming around the big point of Tacoma, or you can just send it along away from the docks.
Well, so first of all, can we determine that, like confirm that we can do that, and then once we do a quick drop off there, send the boat off on autopilot while we disembark, and then maybe wait for my car to turn up to pick us up, or just get away on foot?
Okay, so I'll make that a streetwise check for people.
So who's doing that? Jeremy?
Well, who wants to make the decision? That'll be the one doing the streetwise.
Well, Jeremy was suggesting that that would be one of the best ways he can think of.
Edward's happy to put his suggestion forward at the very least. He gets one green, one yellow, and remove a setback.
Okay. So I've removed the setback.
Okay, so, yeah, that was very well done.
And you ended up with two strains trying to figure out which way to go. Without a solution. You're stumped.
Okay.
That being the case, I guess I've got a high intellect. Does that help me figure out a solution?
Well, considering streetwise is cutting.
Actually, it's cunning, so that doesn't help. I've only got a 2.
Can Bolt like
Bolt's
point to a random point of the dock and just try luck?
Well, Bolt's actually got 4 cunning.
I know, that's what I mean.
If Bolt was to point at a random point, I would most likely increase the difficulty. Bolt would actually use knowledge of waterways and ability to evade hunters instead of just randomly.
Okay, well, I'll do that then.
Your character is quite cunning.
I'm good at running away, so I point to a spot in the dock that I think is a good point to set down that we could easily get out of from a little adventure after chasing a rat. How about that?
I mean, the point is that even if it's something that we can find some spot on the dock before get there before the cars will, on the idea of offload, and then we can hide in the warehouse or something while the boat continues autopilot.
Oh, that red light doesn't look good.
That didn't look good.
Okay, so you ended up with 1 success, 3 advantages, and a despair.
That's not good.
So, Bolt thinks you found a way out.
The despair is probably the cars will catch up to us at that point, and we might have a slim chance of getting away. Without.
Well, you can guarantee you can get to a spot where they won't follow you. But it is a sewerage outlet.
Right.
Well, that's the despair, I guess.
maybe not so much of a despair for Paul, but maybe everyone else.
Well, you just got your fur clean.
Did I just get my fur clean? I thought I ran through the sewers again chasing rats, so unless I got sprayed with water.
Well, you've been on the water for a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I got blow dried more than anything else. That's fine.
Well, the point is that we don't know what the real problem is until we get there, and Bob's the only one that's come up with a definite suggestion as to, hey, yep, we're going to go. Desmond said, hey,
Or
just want to find somewhere we can jump off, grab it, and hide for a bit before the SUVs get there. And Bob said, yep, over there, we'll go
there's a
there.
really good spot. Really good hiding spot. Great hiding spot.
And that gives Shadowstar an operating role to set up the autopilot.
Yeah.
And Desmond assist that in any way?
You can add a blue dice.
Okay.
Apparently you didn't add a blue dice. So it ended up with 2 successes and an advantage as you plot a course to send the boat further out to sea. Because that way, unless they stop it, it will continue on.
Can I call my car at this point to go and get us?
You could.
While we're, like they say, going back to what Desmond was originally planning to do with when he got on the boat officially, while we're preparing to jump off at the landing point, Desmond will ensure that the others have, hey, check the bodies, make certain there's nothing wrong worthwhile.
Oh, did I ever get my laptop?
And we'll get the laptop, and any other bits and pieces. Basically, Desmond's hoping that, hey, on Mr. Walker, hey, he might have our payment.
Okay, so checking the bodies, whatever was on Mr. Walker is gone. Well, Mr. Walker's employee is gone.
Yeah, sorry.
The captain also didn't have anything on him. You think that maybe the guy with the shotgun had stolen them all.
Yeah, no, I was certainly expecting that. I thought, hey, it was going to be worth checking while we had the few minutes going on. So.
And where you're heading is not up to the road, you're heading into the sewer system, which will hopefully bring you up a couple of streets in, but you're not exactly sure where.
Yep.
That's what I was hoping. I could comms the car to come and pick us once we got out of the sewers.
Even if we're going to lay low for the sewers for a few hours, let the heat die down. But yeah, in that case, it's certainly not worth grabbing the body or kind of doing it with them, get them off the boat.
Bob is super excited that he might get to chase some sewer rats.
Martin rolls. Yes, you do get to chase your sewer rats.
Martin rolls. The SUVs did catch up with us.
So, as you're doing this, Desmond receives on his communicator a message.
Okay. What's the message say?
It says, are you aware the package has a homing device?
Which one? The virus I've got on me or the laptop I've got on me? Both of
Just
which?
the virus. Yeah. So that message from SoCal, is it?
It's not from SoCal.
Not from SoCal.
It's from your other lady.
Tatiana?
Yes.
I am now. Can you block it?
Does my car have the capacity to block it in her secret
Possibly not as easy.
She's got the faulty thing in her center console.
Okay, but Desmond's not actually made his public knowledge to say. No point worrying the rest of the people on the stage.
It gives you a schematic of the case and says you need to drill through points A, B, and C.
Without actually releasing the virus?
Basically, it's a very difficult task because it's close to releasing the virus. Because the entire thing is the virus itself has been sealed in a solid lump of clear plastics material. So you would be technically breaching the containment.
Which might mean that we get killed or corrupted, more precisely.
Well, or possibly those, there might be others who are more concerned about releasing the virus into the wider world rather than just themselves. But Declan's certainly on the former category. And
Which would explain how they found you.
So they could easily find us again.
You haven't gotten. You're about 5 minutes away from the drop point that Bolt recommended.
Well, do we want to try drilling these spots and deactivating the tracker, risking releasing the virus, or what do you want to do?
the first question is whether or not we've actually got any tools or equipment to actually try and drill through. So,
I have gear on me.
because obviously, Desmond does have mechanical tools, but I don't know whether they're sort of things that are easily transportable for and shadow.
Well, it is generally for encumbrance to take a toolkit.
I do have stuff. Yes, I'm pretty sure there's a toolkit. Because I think I've got two versions of toolkits. I've got one in the car and one that I carry on me. It's like a little mini toolkit that I spent money getting. I'm not seeing where I wrote it down, considering how disjointed my notes are. This is not surprising. I've just written mini toolkit, that's it. I haven't written anything else.
You can also potentially use the mono sword.
Okay. Well, what about using the mono thing? And hoping we don't kill us all. I could also sit on the boat and do it while I'm out on the boat, and then swim back to you.
Okay, but yeah, Tatiana, it's not like she's provided the option of destroying the tracker, but we wasn't actually answer the question of can she block it?
Well, she responded in showing you how to deactivate it, which gave you the idea that she's not doesn't have the capacity to shut it down.
Well, I'll put it back. The activation's going to be bloody hard at the time. Blocking would be better from our perspective.
I'm prepared to do the monofilament if you
Presumably when she responds or it gives no indication to say that it can be blocked, then Declan's going to urge the other saying, hey, we've got a problem, track our other device. If we can penetrate the protection block here and here, we can probably disable it. Yeah, I know it's on me.
I'll suggest my monofilament.
Okay, so you do have appear on your screen while you're discussing that what you're cutting out are 3 separate radioactive isotopes that can be tracked by satellite.
I got that outside beacon. Radiation. Okay.
Well, it's not something you really want to risk running out of power.
No. So that's fine. So yeah, the idea is we're trying to cut off or cut out the tracker capability. If we can leave it on the boat, it'll make it get away a lot easier.
What skills
But
does that have?
hey,
There will be a mechanics check.
Who's got the best mechanic?
I'm no surgeon. mechanics with a monosword.
Well, I've got the mono thing, but I may not have the best mechanics.
Well, I'm sure about the idea that Jason doesn't use mechanics with a monosword either.
Well, you are probably the best natural mechanic on the boat.
Me? Okay. Well, then it's me.
Like, Jason's got mechanics, but obviously he uses mechanic tools. If you look at it, okay, yeah, if you're going to use a sword, but you've got to slice off that corner there, and the baseline along there.
Yep. I'm gonna do my best and hope Martin doesn't
I wouldn't have thought that would necessarily be mechanics,
infect me
but
with a virus. Or the dice, more precisely. It's not Martin's fault.
I would suggest you flip a token while you're trying to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Which does give you another yellow dice.
All the luck I can possibly get.
Can Jason excuse?
Desrin provides one yellow dice, a token provides a second yellow dice.
We have to do 3 rolls.
One roll will do it all.
I can't see that camera, so I don't know if I should be panicking by now.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Is that good?
A success is a success, it's always good.
Nice. Awesome.
So you managed to cut out the 3 pieces you're told to.
Thank you.
And there doesn't appear to be any compromising of the material.
That is also especially good news.
You got close though.
That is an exceptionally high note.
Like if you
I've
do
put a
have
smiley
a
face next to it.
you do have a very fine blade to cut with.
Not only have I put a smiley face next to that comment, I've put a comment balloon that says, "I get to live."
Well, okay. At this stage, Jason's more than happy to let Shadow start carrying the virus.
Yeah, well.
Actually, initially wants to.
Look, it's not necessarily I wanted to, but I just knew that from one of the prior games that car had a little vault in its center console.
Oh, yeah, no, but
And that's where I was going to stick it.
now that the integrity of the seal may be broken, Jason's more than happy to take it.
Yeah, my aim is still to put it in the safest place I know of at the moment, which would be that little vault.
Okay.
So Jason will ensure that the 3 radioactive parts of the casing
Stay on the boat.
remain on the boat and continue after we've got to come
Off
off.
on its adventures.
So you tape them down roughly the distance they were apart before.
Yep. Thank you.
Not that you can actually see the isotopes in the material.
No.
And let's face it, if it's got that degree of accuracy with the satellite into it, well, they can pop them anyway. So.
Thank you, Tatiana. Do I know who Tatiana is?
Not really.
Well, whoever she is, thank you.
So, well, basically when they get closer to it is when they would discover there would be an anomaly. So,
Yeah, no, that's right. But the idea,
So
we will aim to make it as close as possible to what it was, but as I said, the idea is that hopefully by the time they realise that they're not actually changing the party when they're looking at the fact that, oh, hang on, that's not the box.
yeah.
why are these clear plastic slivers sitting here? Okay, so you can the part that Bolt has led you to. There are no roads nearby, so you can jump into the water without fear of the black SUV seeing you.
Okay. Yep.
You'd think that they would be, if they have helicopters or some sort of stuff, they were keeping it until it looked like you were stopping or going further out to sea.
So we have to have a brief swim. Is that right? And then
Yeah, the idea is we want to try and make the boat be moving or not stopping.
yeah. I will reluctantly jump in and hopefully not ruin my ticket.
That's going to be a problem with some people.
Yeah. Bolt.
Everyone gets to make an athletics check.
No, it's going to be Desmond. I think he's probably going to have a problem.
I could probably help Desmond. I've got an agility of
Bolt really should have a level in athletics. I really need to fix that.
Oh, athletics, not agility.
But Bolt has 5 dice.
I do have 5 green, that's true.
Yeah,
but I should really have a level in that.
It's something you've never worried about because you've just been so naturally good at it.
You just do
And to be fair, if you've already got 5 dice in it, you've got to think about there, okay, it's better to spend XP to turn one of those green dice into a yellow, or get something in which you've got only 1 or 2 green dice to turn into a yellow. Like a different skill, your percentage increase is probably better in something you're not so naturally intelligent. Of course, having said that, Daniel could spend 2 yellow dice if he's 5 killing driving to take that what he does.
So
Bolt
Bolt ends up swimming quite successfully. You could give another character a blue dice of your choice, and the next character to act a blue dice.
But they're the same character?
They can be the same character, but she has to name one and offer it to the next character to go.
What's athletics?
Is brawn.
Is that
So it's 2. So I'd get 2 dice. Who has the lowest brawn?
I would say both Shadow and
Desiree.
We've got the lowest brawn. Well, I
would like to give my first one to Desmond because he doesn't go on his bike once.
May I suggest something?
Yep.
I could try to buff both of them.
Wait a minute. Did you say I get to do like big leaps?
When you get the ability which you haven't got yet.
I haven't got it yet. Okay. Alright, that's okay.
Well, presumably, you can be casting the augment spell before we're actually getting off the phone type stuff anyway, so if you're going to try that option, then...
Yeah, well that's it. I was looking at my
If you don't know
spells
that
and
kind
I
of
wondered
works,
if I
you
could
can jump
use.
in, but...
I was wondering if I could use any of those.
So if you're going to do it beforehand, what is your what level are you casting it at?
I'm just going to do standard augmentation, which is 2, but I'll have to do additional target, which is 1. So it'll be 3 purple versus 3 yellow and 1 green.
Are you sure additional
That
target?
3 purple include the fact that Desmond's got some cyber there?
No, so I'll have to use some power for that too.
Additional target is 2, not 1.
2 is it? Oh, I must have wrote it down wrong. Oh yes, that's right. Because that's now I remember why. That's the reason why I didn't do any stupid things like do greater augmentation and that, because they'll make it 6 dice.
So come back to the middle point. Are you cast the spell on anyone?
Yeah, but I'm going to use 3 white dice as well.
Okay.
Because I've got a sneaking suspicion Desmond's going to drown.
Hey, Jacob, confident they can learn to you can have water, no problem. Just because you've never done it before,
No, it looks like I've just knocked myself out.
You won't be able to swim at all.
But if you've done it early enough, it's got time to slap it back on and wait before you come.
Okay, so that ends up being 2 failures and 3 threat with 3 black points popping up.
And I think I've probably burnt a socket.
Okay, so you end up having bad stuff happen.
On the plus side, oh no, you could do that if you wanted to, have it to spare.
Well, the spell didn't succeed.
Yeah.
So What's all the bad stuff?
So I will make it. You have 6 threat. How would you like to spend your threat? Because you already take 2 strain from wounds. 2 strain from casting the spell.
Yeah.
But how would you like to take that? As 12 strain or as 6 wounds?
You do half of each.
He can.
I can tell what they do good for it. Didn't know it was possible.
I think I'll probably have to go for the 6 wounds because then that'll take me down to 2. Because I think I've only got currently a strain of 3 after casting those spells.
I got you down to strain as 5 after casting the spell and damage 17 still.
Oh, okay, because I did put a slap pack on. The patch on. The 5.
A 5, yeah.
Okay, so that would have reduced you by 3. Because you've had 2 last session.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Healing pack during the.
Yeah, okay, so I'll have to split it up then. So I thought it was actually had a lot less strain. So I'll take. What was it? So I've only taken 3. So was it 4 strain would be 2 wounds, is it?
Well, you got 6 points, so that means you either take, if you take 2 wounds from that, that means that it would be 8 strain. Because it's 2 strain per. It's either 2 strain or a wound for every threat.
And you've got copies of them.
Versus 5.
So what do you know? How many wounds and strain you got left at the moment? So it's not like you have before you die.
I got, what was it, 5 strain and how many wounds left?
You got 6 strain left and...
Oh, 6 strain?
Looking at the wrong person.
Oh, okay.
Look at the right person. Womp, you have...
Okay,
5
well,
strain
I'll
left
take...
and 5 wounds left.
So basically I'll take, what was it, 5 strain and...
You can't take it as an unlimited has always
Oh,
been.
so I have to take 4 strain.
And 4 wounds.
And... Yeah.
Okay, so that puts you on the edge, on the brink.
Okay. I'll buy strain. Well, I've got a couple of strain also on your wounds as well, isn't it?
Well, he's got 2 strain left and 1 wound left.
One wound. Yeah.
And if I...
And the spell did not go off. Yeah.
If I slap him,
Go.
will it help?
If you slap him with another patch, you'll regain 2 this time instead of 3.
So before I jump in the water, I'll slap him.
Okay, so you've been recovered 2 of your damage as your 4th slap patch for today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was healed 2,
Okay.
wasn't it?
It was healed 2, yes.
So you're going to jump in the water if you're in anyway. Okay.
And who did you provide the bonus to? Desrin or
Desrin.
Desrin?
Well, they
So
pick one
my,
in, wasn't it?
yeah, my pick to give one to was going to be Desmond because he.
And then Desrin jumps in next, so he
Well, then, Shadow Knight can jump in first then.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but like if you wanted to take both, sure, but I was thinking to have like you have a 3-1 or the gift one, and and Shadow Star take the other one if you want to.
Okay, Shadow Knight will jump in.
Shadowstar has no problem swimming across to the shore.
Okay.
That brings us to Desrin having the same dice roll.
Or does one want to go for
I was
Desmond?
gonna say Womp because he's low on everything.
No. I've got 1 yellow and 3 green, so I'm waiting to see if Desmond needs help.
Okay, click on this. Desmond was also happy to, he was technically about to jump into the water, so if he was last, but I'm more than happy that Bob said, no, you go first.
Okay, Desrin jumps in and sinks like a stone.
Okay. Yep. I'll go in.
But he feels good about it, so he recovers 1 strain.
Yeah.
Already.
Okay, so I'll now go in.
He's like a big water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go in after him.
You going after him?
Yep.
You're having to dive into the water.
Is the difficulty increased because I'm trying to save him?
Yes.
Yep. So I'll also use a what was it, the take point as well, because I knew this was going to happen.
I can't go also assist, or assist with the blue.
Bolt had already assisted.
You might be able to assist if we're still going next round.
Okay. So you see Desrin do the whole jump in feet first and go straight in under the water. That doesn't everything.
He didn't do a very good pinch on actually.
Well, he was sort of made a big splash as he went down.
Or do you think he had a scuba suit on?
Yeah, that's it.
He was walking along the bottom, okay, do it, isn't it?
And then you see, as the boat's getting out of range of the bubbles, there's a big splash as Womp does this graceful dive into the water. But Womp is a large straw.
Yeah.
And moments later, there is a Womp holding up a Desrin as if he's standing on a rock, announcing him to the Serengeti.
You are absolutely the hero of the day, Womp.
For some strange reason, I'm thinking of Dirty Dancing at the moment.
Absolutely, I get the Dirty Dancing reference.
Well, nobody keeps baby in the water.
Yeah, that would work. I wish you hadn't said it, but that does work.
No, but the interesting thing is, I do have abilities that make it actually look like that too, because I got my charm and my finesse thing adds my magic level to the display as well.
Yeah.
Then suggest you can teach Desrin to dance later. Insert swim in place of dance, but I'm sure that will work the same way.
Yeah. Right, so we all get to the sewer pipe opening thing and...
You make it to the sewer as you hear the sound of a chopper pass overhead.
Nice, yeah.
Do you think it's following the boat?
Back like Desrin decided to dive deep into the water. He was planning on swimming all the way underneath.
Yeah, we absolutely all not believe that, but pretend we do.
And by the time Darren's coming to shore, it looks like he's miming swimming before he realizes he's out of the water.
Is he doing like doggy paddle out of the water?
He is while he's being held above the water.
The point, Womp holding him above water level in one hand while he's doing the other on the leg. But Desrin's doing retro in the air.
I like this. This is thoroughly amusing, and I need amusement right now.
Yes, you make it to the sewer entrance and start going through. This is actually worse than the sewer you were in last time, but hey, at least no one's going to follow you.
Is this where I can
Well.
go to my car and ask her to find me?
As it's 10:30, you'd say, this is where we hold off, saying you're heading into the sewer, trying to find your way to a clear space and track down the missing Johnson.
Heading into the
And also find out exactly how to do your alarm and jump into the river.
Why do you think I keep
I
going?
think
Can I have my
Bolt
car
probably the
yet?
one that was undamaged jumping into the water or something.
I believe, let me see, no, Bolt had damage. Not one of you didn't have damage, so yes.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who actually had healing put on me, so I've just got internal injuries.
There's a reason why I owe you asking for my car.
Each of you have scratches enough that the tainted water would have gone through.
Yeah.
You'll be looking for the equivalent of tetanus shots.
We'll be looking for assistance.
So next session we will find out what happens next. And I'll also remind Em that it's not on this Friday due to a show.
Time being
Okay,
spent
there's
at...
no Friday.
No, we're going to a
Yep.
birthday thing Martin booked for.
That's right, yep, I remember you being that last week.
I try to remind people in advance so they don't show up and going, where is Martin?
It's the best birthday present
That's
ever.
right then. enjoy the show, and we'll see you guys next week or the week after.
Yeah.
Yep, see
Okay.
you next week.
Yep, thanks for the game.
Have a good night, all. Thanks very much.
Good nighty.
Okay. Good night.